welcome to Pete and Jeremy. Wait, nope.
Once Upon a D&D Time?
That one. Welcome to Once Upon a D&D Time. A show that we run, sometimes.
Twice.
Well, yeah, this is the second time.
This is the second time.
We're back. And this time, Crowley's going to be running things. So, Crowley, it's your turn to talk.
Okay. Well, don't we usually go through intros and stuff? You just throwing this on me.
Yeah, Crowley, show us what you got, Doug.
I mean, Pete, do you want to do the intro? Maddie,
No.
How about you do the intro?
I think Mitch should do the intro.
Mitch, intro the show.
So tonight we've got a great show for you guys. We're going to be playing a game. It's called Dungeons and Dragons. And my name is Mitch. I've played Dungeons, and that's what I got for you. So let's.
That's the best that's ever
Yeah, that might be the best it's ever gone. By the way, I had to turn off the Skype video for the rest of you because my computer was dying.
Okay.
But yeah, that is the smoothest intro I've ever had. Thank you, Mitch.
That was pretty succinct.
I might clip that clip and we'll just use it at the beginning of D&D time now. We'll just voice over when you say Mitch.
I'll just take over. Take some royalties. I'll have to sign a model release form. Obviously, I have one standard, so we'll be good with that.
Jeez. All right. Were you going to say something, Jeremy?
No, you're going to say it.
Did you want to speak now?
No, it was just quiet, and I want.
It's off to a roaring start.
Okay. Anyway, as I was about to say, hey, Jeremy, why don't you tell us about your character? You know what? Why don't I tell you about what's going on? And then
let's do that. I might not know what's happening right now.
So we're doing, as was stated, Once Upon a D&D Time. In this case, it's the fairy tale that we'll be exploring a little bit is the fairy tale of Snow White, but it will be
It's going to be very close to the actual story, right?
Nope, it's going to be after what happened.
Okay.
What did happen?
Well, the story that we all know is, of course, that Snow White.
I've never heard. What's the story?
So Snow White's evil queen stepmother tries to kill her, or have her killed by her hunter, her huntsman. And then Snow White flees into the woods, bunks down with 7 men in a cabin, and they won't go out to their day job of mining. An old crone, which is actually the evil witch in disguise, shows up and tries to poison Snow White.
Right.
With a poisoned apple. She eats the apple because, I don't know, she never learned to not take food from strangers. And,
who would?
And she sort of dies, and then the dwarves chase the queen away, and then she falls off a cliff or something. And then Prince Charming shows up and wakes Snow White up with true love's first kiss.
Is true love's first kiss the phrase that they use in Snow White, or did you say that because of Shrek?
I think it's the phrase they use in Snow White.
Okay, I just had to know in my heart if Shrek.
I don't know, but I believe that.
I recently watched.
I think Shrek weighs heavily on all of our minds at all times.
Actually, I have one more question. Is Snow White Mirror, Mirror on the Wall?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's actually Magic Mirror on the Wall. But
Magic Mirror on the Wall.
Okay,
but it's Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Crowley, there's one thing I do need to say is we've got a couple of guests that are unusual for today's stream, starting with you running the stream.
Yes, I am DM guy.
We also have
short for Doom guy. Because you're all gonna die.
Okay, sounds fun.
We also have Maddie Morgs here from twitch.tv/Maddie Morgs. Thank you, Maddie, for joining us this evening. And we have Mitch, who played with us on Friday in D&D time, like a couple times before now and yesterday or whenever.
Happy to be here.
Also old friends with you and Crowley, Jeremy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to just let that part blow over.
Okay.
We don't need a break.
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm Pete.
Let's bring up a sore subject, Pete.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up old grudges. So
old war wounds.
You wanted us to introduce our characters as well. You said, right, Crowley?
Yes, I did.
I can start.
Sure.
I'm playing Rumpelstiltskin. That's it. I'm playing the Rumpelstiltskin that you may or may not know from fiction. For anyone unfamiliar with his story, he spun straw into gold to help a girl that was basically being forced by a king to weave straw into gold. He did it for her, and then was gonna steal a firstborn child in exchange for his assistance. I don't know how heavily I'm gonna lean in that direction. I'm not sure if I'm ready to go in the stealing of firstborn children direction yet as a person. We'll see where the night takes us. But I'm playing Rumpelstiltskin.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Sure.
I am not playing a fairy tale character. I am, in fact, instead playing. What was that, Pete?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought someone said something.
I said that's foolish.
Oh, it is. But yeah, I'm not playing a fairy tale character. Instead, I am playing my no-armed kobold named Woo Woo Wakusi. Woo was a character I played on this channel, I think once or twice before. Showed up on Matty Moore's channel one time in a DM workshop where an example of this is like a bad thing your player could give you if you're the DM and you're looking for stuff from your players. And yeah, so that's what I'm playing. I'm a moon druid. Is my
also on the channel.
I did play. God, I did play Woo Woo. Yeah, Woo Woo's made cameos in some of the campaigns we ran here, including the Watery Dragon Heist campaign. And
wait, that was Woo Woo?
That was Woo Woo. Yeah, he's a level 7 moon druid.
I thought that was just a different armless kobold.
How many armless kobolds can there be?
I mean, as many kobolds as you can chop the arms off of.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which is most of them. They're pretty pathetic.
Their arms are small and weak.
But yeah, I mean, Woo has a backstory, but I don't think any of that matters for this game. Does it?
Probably not.
Okay.
All right, Maddie, Mitch, which of you would like to go?
I'll go. Oh. You go ahead, Maddie.
Let's keep going around the circle. Let's go with Maddie.
Oh, I see. We are doing
Tonight, I don't necessarily have a direct fairy tale character, though through the process that you normally see through random character creation, came up with a very interesting one that's a blend of an artificer and a divine soul sorcerer named Skigu. And she is, if we were to make a fairy tale sort of parallel, almost like a Geppetto, woodcarver does make living. Well, more like weapons instead of just, dolls that want to be real. But after a broken heart, not being able to be with someone that she loved, she went out into the wilderness to live a hermit's life, to commune with nature. In so doing, found a passion in her soul. That's what awakened the sorcerer part, logically. And and now it seems that she's found herself. She's practiced wood carving, has developed her skills in her hermitage, and after returning back to the environment or to the kingdom, apparently adventure of some kind may await.
All right, Mitch.
Yes, my character's name is Greg. He is he's a shifter monk. Looks kind of like a wolf, kind of like a wolf kind of situation. He grew up in a monastery, which is a monastery formed by his wolf pack generations ago. They formed to kind of consider more deeply the effects and necessity of eating others for sustenance. So there's some stuff there. The really, really devout monks, they refuse to eat another living creature. Most of the order, we try to treat it with respect and stuff. I developed a friendship with a woman in the village nearby when I was kind of younger, and when she was her health was failing and she was about to pass away, she actually asked that I would end her suffering. So I did, and I ate her, as is kind of the natural order of things and is proper for our beliefs. But then her granddaughter actually came to visit. She was wearing this little red riding hood, and I was in my monk's robes, and she just confused me for grandmother. I mean, she's a little kid; she didn't really get it, so I kind of took her home and I brought her back to her parents and kind of explained the situation. It was a big laugh, big laugh, and but over time I kind of became friends with the girl, and kind of became like a surrogate grandmother to her in a way. Now she's grown up and she's off doing her own thing. She's married. We still check in now and then, but now that I don't have those responsibilities, I'm kind of off seeing the world, doing my own thing, being a monk.
Shifter monk.
Shifter monk.
Wolfman.
Wolfman monk.
Okay. All right. Great. Does anyone have anything else before we get started? Jeremy?
No.
Take us in, Crowley.
Sounds pretty good.
Bring us into the world of your imagination.
So, you have all been hired by the Fairy Tale Enforcement Agency to deal with a problematic ruler recently risen to her position. They've had complaints about a bit of a happily ever after gone awry. And you have been sent out into the middle of the woods to talk to some people that are more in the know on the situation. They're specifically some of the chief people to file complaints on this new ruler, this new queen. And so that's where you find yourself walking through the woods, approaching a cabin. A small cabin. Looks like it's a little short. What are all of you? You're all medium creatures, right?
I'm a little guy.
I think I'm also small.
Okay, yeah, you two are small.
Mhm.
And
I'm on the small side of medium.
okay, and Maddie, you're a half orc, right?
Yes, a dragon marked one at that. So special
Okay.
destiny,
All right, so this is going to be a little of a. You're going to have to scrunch down a bit to get into this house, but it's this nice little, like stone and log combination cabin. There's like a bathtub outside, and like an old metal bathtub washing station. But the outside looks a little dirty, a little trashed. Like one of the shutters is hanging off one of the windows, and it's real quiet right now. So what do you all do?
So this is a house we're visiting with the intent of talking to the person who lives here, right?
Yes.
About their complaints.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Correct.
And we were sent here by the Fairy Tale Enforcement Agency, the
Mhm.
FDA.
Yeah.
We are, as a group, how familiar with each other are we? Is this like we're just like co-workers that have been kind of smashed together in standard adventuring company style, or are we like a team?
That's really up to you.
Okay.
It's up to you guys. You can
Guys, are
decide
we a
that
team?
now,
Or are we just in this?
I'm gonna say we've like passed each other in the halls at the FEA, but we haven't done a project.
Maybe a little water cooler
This is our
talk.
first
Mhm.
this is our first mission together.
God, I like that one. I like that one a lot.
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, that's a good way to go. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, you're standing outside this cabin. Does anyone knock or anything? Or...
Wow, what a wonderful fairy tale forest! I love it here.
Not a lot of birds chirping. Right.
Yeah,
No,
I hate the sounds the birds make, so I'm glad they're gone.
That's
This is perfect.
I'll knock. I've got hands.
That's true, and Woo Woo doesn't.
Yeah, I'm just walking around.
So you knock, and you hear, hey, hold on a moment. Just you hear some stomping around, and the door swings open, and there's a short. He looks like a dwarf, but he's particularly short. He's got like a long gray beard, a large bulbous nose. He kind of also looks like a garden gnome, but he's definitely a dwarf. Stocky build. He's like, you from the FEA?
Woo just kind of he kind of like waddle hops is how he walks, but he waddle hops up with him with his no arms and looks up. He's got a very goofy face, but he's very stern all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
We're from the FEA. We're gonna have to ask you a few questions. Mind if we come in?
Yeah, come on in.
Go away.
Please take a seat.
I enter the hovel.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
I can't
wander in.
in.
It's very dusty. The sink is filled with unwashed dishes.
He's got running water though.
Well, they've got like a pump next to the
Oh.
sink. Yeah, nothing.
Still a pump in the house. I mean, that's
Yeah, no. This
guys living
looks
in
like
luxury.
it would have been nice when it was built at first, but the inside's kind of a mess. It's just very dirty. It looks like no one's dusted or cleaned in months.
Guys, this is a classic hoarder situation.
And you see that there's actually another dwarf. This one with a more like close cropped beard, sitting at the table, looking off a little, like just sort of like looking dejected. He's looking down, looking a little sad. And there's another dwarf sitting in a chair in the corner, just staring blankly into space.
This is a charming little home that you all have here.
I guess. Take a seat.
Achoo! Woo
would
sneezes
prefer
without
to
covering his nose.
I would prefer to stand, perhaps in.
When you sneeze, Woo Woo, the dwarf at the table breaks into tears and just starts crying.
So there are three of you living here.
There used to be more.
Oh, did they move out?
Well, take a seat and I'll explain.
I look around. Is there?
There's
place
like
to sit?
stools. Yeah, they're a little
Okay.
short, but you know.
I sit.
I sit on the ground.
Okay. You don't sit on a.
I
Well.
just plop right on the ground where I'm standing.
Okay. All right. Okay. Maddie, do you sit or you're kind of hunched over in here?
Yep. Skigu, a woman of very few words. Having been isolated so long, she rarely speaks, preferring gestures and the occasional grunt. But she'll look around. I mean, for a hovel, she's known hovels for a good long while here as a hermit. So I'll give a grunt of approval and just kind of squat down in the corner.
Okay.
It's like nice. That's like the nice hovel kind of thing.
Well,
Oh yeah, as far as hovels go, this is pretty good. Better than the
I mean,
hovel.
they do have
I
a
had.
pump, and they've got water in. They got water in the hovel. I mean,
That's true. It's like nice for what it is.
what more can you have?
So this dwarf says, "My name's Grumpy." And
Nice to meet you, Grumpy. I'm Greg.
yeah, I guess so. Greg?
That's my
What kind
name.
of name is Greg?
Mine?
What kind of name's Grumpy?
Is this a name that you gave yourself?
Normal fare? No.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Okay, please, proceed.
All right. Anyway, Greg. So we called about Snow White.
Yep.
Yeah. So a little background information. Me and my brothers, friends, I don't know who they are. Anyway, we took her in a while ago because the evil queen was trying to kill her.
Right.
And well, evil queen died. First, she poisoned Snow White with a poison apple. Standard evil queen stepdaughter relationship. And
Of course.
As a fellow trickster, it was an inspired play.
I've heard this one before.
it was until she just ran off a cliff.
Yes, that was a bad move.
Yeah, not a great move. I mean, we were chasing her, trying to catch her, and we had pickaxes, so I guess I understand. But anyway, Snow White goes to sleep. Prince Charming shows up, gives her a kiss. They ride off into the sunset.
Yeah, and then they live happily ever after, right? That's their
Well, they got hitched. She became queen of his kingdom,
uh-huh.
and then Prince Charming died under mysterious circumstances. Yeah, and now
I take out my my like leather-bound notepad. And
I didn't hear this part of the story before.
and of course the only heir apparent for this kingdom is Snow White, so she becomes the queen here.
he didn't have any brothers.
No.
Odd.
What, any like pets, like a little dog?
What
I don't know if that's relevant.
I mean, if you had like a little dog, maybe we could get the little dog. The little dog could rule. You know?
That's not a bad. It's
I'm just
not the
saying,
worst idea I've
I've
ever
seen
heard.
crazier things than little dogs ruling kingdoms.
Anyway, now Snow White has 2 kingdoms.
All right.
2, so 1.
But there's a little bit in between where she and Prince Charming, we see them off, they ride away. Little did we know, they were stealing all our stuff. Snow White seems to have a bit of a control over animals. And we come back and we find the place trashed. They stole a bunch of our gems. So we went, we didn't know it was her, but we figured it out. It must have been by now. So we, just go work all day. In the mines we go.
That has almost like a rhythm to it. That's
whistling while we work. And when we get to our mine, we find some guards that are saying they're commandeering the mine. They've taken the key that Dopey left on the hook right outside the vault.
Now who's Dopey?
Dopey used to live here. I don't know where he is.
He's one of your brothers.
Yeah. This is Doc, he says, pointing at the crying dwarf. And then he doesn't respond. And then so she starts imposing new tax laws on money we don't have anymore because she took it all. And then
who does she have mining in the mine now?
Other dwarves. Do you believe that?
It would seem she would keep the contract with her friends that rescued her in a time of need. It is.
You would think so. Instead, she's taxing us out the wazoo.
However, it also sounds.
I'm not familiar with that part of dwarf anatomy. What is?
Oh, it's that little part like beneath the beard, but not quite at the neck. Turkey's got it.
Got it. Yep.
The turkey thing.
Yep.
I was going to say, it also sounds as many of her dealings are completely above board. Save perhaps this mysterious disappearance of the Prince Charming. Your implications seem to make you think that, it was Snow White directly who was responsible for this.
We think so. I think so. I didn't trust her from the beginning. But all the others wanted her now. Look at them. Look at where they are now. Doc's here, a crying mess. Bashful's gone catatonic since all this started. Sneezy's dead.
Oh.
Sleepy's in a coma.
What happened to Sneezy? This is another dwarf friend of yours.
Yeah, healthcare changes.
Sorry.
Doc cries harder.
These are trying times.
All right, well, I guess what do you want us to do about it?
I want you to go make her stop.
Make her stop. Which part?
All of it. She's killing people too. I think she's hanging people in the castle.
Oh well, you should have buried the lead a bit there.
That's I mean that's any queen's right?
Well, no, but okay, no. As part of Fairy Tale Enforcement Agency, we got a mission to make sure that her thing ends happily ever after. That's how it's supposed to end. But she kept it going.
Can we confer with the company charter? Actually, I don't. What is it?
Right. I think that's how it works.
Do we?
Yeah. I mean, your job is to make sure happily ever after is as happy for all those involved as possible.
So we're sort of like a
that would include the dwarves, who
quasi-
But I imagine
quasi
in
deep
particularly
state
those that contract us.
enforcement commission.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay. Just
Wait,
wrap
actually,
my
yeah,
head
I have a
around.
question. Are we an independent agency, or are we being contracted by the dwarves?
Seems to me like we're kind of like an umbrella corp type situation that
yeah.
kind of like a behind the scenes of every government within the fairy tale realm sort of thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
We're kind of like the Illuminati.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
All
not.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Well, Mr. Grumpy, thank you for your time. Does anyone else have any last questions for Grumpy?
Grumpy, could you describe your relationship with Snow White? Would you say that it was at all sexual in nature?
Whoa!
No.
Whoa!
No. I mean, she would kiss us all on the head before we went to
Insight
work.
check!
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna do that too.
24!
I didn't know that there was sex in this universe.
No, yeah. I mean,
I thought storks brought the babies.
he's
Oh, they do!
he's being truthful. She would give them a kiss on the head before to go to work, but like that's like a motherly kind of move.
Gotcha. I'm writing down was not sexual, but was weird.
You nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And took the gems. What evidence do you have that it was her that took the gems? Was that just deduction that she was the only one who could? Or
Yeah, that's it.
have any other enemies? Does she have any other enemies?
I mean,
You.
you know about the whole princess thing.
Princess thing?
Oh, you know, all the princesses, all the fairy tale princesses want to be the damsel in distress, so they try and assassinate each other.
Oh.
That'll harm
Yes,
Miss Tag.
obviously that's common knowledge. Of course,
Yeah.
the damsel in distress syndrome. Okay, good to know.
I heard
Truly,
Rapunzel took
Game
out
of
some.
Thrones.
Yeah.
What did Rapunzel do?
Oh, I heard Rapunzel took out Cinderella like a week ago.
You know that was circulating through the office. Yeah.
Strangled her with the hair, right?
Yeah,
A brutal way to go!
hung right from the tower. It was terrifying.
Yeah. So.
That's how these
Well,
things go.
Again, these are times of political upheaval, but we will do our best to bring you about the happy ending that you deserve.
As is our mission.
Please describe your most valued treasure which was taken.
I mean, I had a big gem.
Big gem.
It was blue.
How big? Say when.
Whoa, it's really big!
When?
Whoa!
Yeah, it was a very big gem.
That is
That's most the size of me!
exceptional.
It was like the size of a watermelon.
Rumple, actually, I'm just going to go. And of course, we will have to, at some point, discuss some payment for what we've done here. There are certain stipulations regarding what we are and are not allowed to request as part of that payment. And I have my own personal riders I would like to put on that. But we can talk about all of that once this is over.
Okay. I mean, we can talk about it now.
No,
Greg
it's
pulls
fine.
out his handbook and starts flipping I don't remember these pages.
No, it's fine. We can talk about it after.
All right.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about necromancy? Like, do we gotta bring your sneezy guy back, or are we good?
No. Oh, we buried him.
Oof.
That doesn't answer the question.
We really should not probably bring him back.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring him back. We don't
All
want.
right.
We don't want zombie sneak.
Yeah, that's how.
So
I guess
you
we just
can't.
call
you
him
would say that your
zombie
greatest
from-
treasure that was lost was wealth and not friendship. Is that what we're?
Well, I mean,
You can always make more friends along the way. Like,
yeah.
they're dime a dozen.
Sure.
Money can
sure.
buy many friends.
But you can.
Yikes!
I've heard that to be true. Okay, great. Grumpy, you've been a great help. I think I'm set. Anybody else? Anything?
Yeah. I think I'm okay. Do you love this potato? I'm gonna take my tail and take a potato out from my backpack. The potato is grown in such a way that it almost vaguely has a face on it. I figure I'm just looking for true love's first kiss to save my friend who's been turned into a potato. And this might be a place to find it? No?
No, I don't have any opinion
All right.
on that potato.
Put the potato away.
But you be careful. She's Trixie, that new evil queen.
Right.
That's what we've taken to calling her, new evil.
New
she's
evil
Snow
queen.
White, but new evil queen.
Cool. Great. I stand up.
Yes, let us be on. I was going to make a joke about how Snow White might not be as pure as her namesake, but I feel like I've kind of missed that boat.
Yeah.
No, you can make. I sit back down. I'm like, nope.
Well,
Please.
I think I've just done it.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Oh, what a very good joke, Mr. Stiltskin.
Fuck! I specifically told you not to say my name out loud.
I didn't.
I told you so many times that too many people are saying my name all over the place. I will lose all of my powers.
I said the last half, not the full thing. I thought I could say the last half, and that'd be
But
okay.
now they all know. Now they all know that the first half is Stiltskin, and obviously Rumple is. Now I've gone and done it.
Oh no.
Well, I'm probably going to be useless now for this adventure.
Whoopsies.
Well,
Yes.
let's get going, I guess.
It seems like a. No, I'm not going to get into it. All right. So I stand up. That awkward situation now over. I didn't fully process it, but I walk out of the hovel.
Okay. You all make your way out of the hovel, out into the front area, and there's a bunch of deer staring at you.
How many?
They're just like 10 deer.
Man, can you imagine just being born into the world, fully formed, and just being grumpy forever? That's terrible. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. Woo says, waving his little stumps of what would be his arms.
Yeah,
You
there's
said
a
there was
question
a
that I have.
chicken
How
there.
much arm does Woo have? Stop me.
Woo stuff's there.
Right here.
Yeah, a little higher even. It's
Okay.
barely past shoulder.
Gotcha.
This is a
Something like
beginner
Woo.
and exit
Do we think
situation.
these deer might be spies?
You
Team?
want me to ask him?
It was mentioned that
Yeah, well, why don't you ask the deer if they're spies?
Woo transforms into a deer, just erupts into a deer.
It sounded like it was painful for him.
It was agonizing. The deer has no forelegs; it just has its back legs. So
Oh, that's hardly. Come
He's just
on.
standing up. What's the sound that deer make?
I don't know.
I don't think they really make a lot
Woo
of sense.
also has a saddle on his back while he's a deer.
They make like a.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to ask the deer, yo, what up? How's it going? It's me, a fellow deer.
They look at you in horror.
Shit. Can I roll a persuasion check to try and fit in with the deer as I
Sure.
casually walk over to them on my hind legs?
Yeah, why not?
All right, it's 12. Well, so far everything's going as I intended.
One of them's just like, what do you want, freak?
Oh, they do speak.
Well,
in deer.
Yeah.
I just say, oh, you know, I'm just hanging out. What are you guys? What you doing on the clock?
What's it to you?
I'm a fellow deer, and I was just spying on them, pretending to be that kobold thing. What a gross creature.
Where are your front legs?
Well, my front legs. Where are your front legs?
Right here, he says, lifting his leg.
Those are my legs. You stole them.
No, I don't think so.
The three of us have no idea what's going on now.
You just hear some sort of weird. You're all? Yeah, you're hearing like weird sounds, and like you see one of the deers like gesture his legs.
In a threatening manner, or
no, like like these are my legs kind of gesture, and but you don't know what's actually being said.
At this point,
can I insight to just like get a sense of the like tone?
Sure.
I can pick up I mean, I'm a hunter, right? I can pick up when a deer is like feeling squirrely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
okay.
Deery.
Yeah. That's just straight wisdom.
You can tell that much.
Oh, whoops. I meant to do insight.
Rumpelstiltskin is also just going to say out loud, "It would appear that we have been betrayed." Hoping that either it's true and it didn't matter, or it's not true and it's not true and it's working out.
Roll a deception check. I think this one's a disadvantage.
Especially how long it was. There's a consistent stretch.
I would almost argue. Well, he wasn't sure himself if he was being betrayed or not, so it was kind of a question too.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll adjudicate that how I see fit.
Yeah,
all right. So back to the deer conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The deer are like, what's your problem? What are you doing in these parts, huh?
Oh, I'm just wondering why, me? I'm on a special mission for, the boss.
Who's your boss?
The queen.
Which queen?
The only queen.
There's more than one queen.
Yeah, so not for long.
Roll a deception.
Ooh.
All right. Weird deer. I guess you could be part of us.
Yeah.
What do you got for us?
Well, I can tell you this much. The dwarves, they're dropping like flies. Bunch of them are already dead. I think we're gonna get any money out of them if they're all dead.
Well, they don't have any money left. Now all they got is their hovel.
Yeah, we want that hovel so bad. I mean, look at it. I mean, it's got water and it's got a water pump.
It's a warm water pump inside, yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally get you. I just gotta go run to the bathroom. I'm gonna go walk behind that tree over there.
All right, you do that.
Okay. Can I make a surprise attack against the deers?
I guess.
Okay. I want to go walk over behind that tree, then turn and run back at them and kick them.
Before this happens, I whisper over and go, "I think that it's going well."
Yeah. What did I get out of the insight? Did I think that
it seemed to be a little turbulent at first, but then it seemed to get all right.
Okay. So I'm like, hey, Woo's got this. He's
and then Woo comes running out them with a kick.
Sprint at them and kick them.
Cool.
So how many elk are there? Are they elk or deer?
They're deer.
Elk was never said.
Well, can I use a stat block of a giant elk, or am I a deer?
I don't know. What did you?
I said deer. So
yeah.
They don't have a stat block for deer. Should I just use the regular stat?
No, they have a stat block.
Wow. No, that's frustrating. Okay. I guess I will run up and kick this elk.
All right.
I'm sorry.
They don't have a kick attack. They just have a bite.
Well, I'll run up and bite them.
All right.
All right. How sunny is it out? Or are we pretty covered in this forest? It's dim light.
pretty dim.
Okay, so I don't have
Not at
disadvantage from my sunlight sensitivity.
Great.
Nor do I have pack tactics right now, so it's just a regular old attack. As I run up and kick them.
You want? I'll just roll it for you then. Bite them.
Yeah, I got it. It's a D20 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
run
don't
up
think, I
and I
don't
roll a
think deer
natural 19.
can run on 2 legs.
I can.
Okay.
My movement speed is 50. My movement speed is 50.
That's a lot. That's too much.
And yeah, so what I will do is what that action is that's me taking the dash action and then using my bonus action from my charger feat to make an attack.
Okay.
So I will hit him. I think a 19 hits.
Yep.
Okay, so normally it'd only be 1d4 piercing damage, but I also deal an additional 5 damage from my charger feature. So I hit him for 9.
Pretty good.
Run up and kick this deer in the deer balls.
No.
You're biting.
I'm sorry. Oh God.
So I
bite him in the deer neck.
Yeah, you come running up on 2 legs and tear this deer's throat out. It's just.
I wish I had a video of this.
Oh man, that's a messed up.
Blood is spewing all over the ground.
Meanwhile, we're all like, "Whoa!"
The other deer just take off into the.
Can we roll for
Should we
initiative?
pursue? I mean,
Yeah, can we roll for initiative here?
Sure, let's roll for initiative.
Okay. And the same initiative as a deer is not as a deer.
Oh.
It's bad for
All
the
right, well,
deer.
that's all of you and then all of the deer. So.
Okay. How many deer am I adjacent? Oh, I guess do I go first?
Yeah, you rolled a 21.
Excellent. How many deer am I adjacent to currently?
Probably 2 more.
All right, I will run away from the deers, provoking 2 attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Now, I am wearing my saddle of the Cavalier, and so because I am a creature that is a mount, attacks against me have disadvantage.
Okay. 18.
Oh, shit. All right, I suffer a lot of damage. It's bad. I am still barely a deer.
That one misses.
Oh, God, that deer got me really good. I'm 1/4 of a deer now. And then I will run back up and do the same thing again, and I will charge and bite one of the deers.
Okay. Well, you hit.
All right. And I will deal that, and again, I get the charger bonus, so that's going to be 8 damage.
Yep. Okay. You tear out another throat of another deer.
All right. And then I will
Rip
turn
its
to my
throat out with your
allies,
deer teeth.
and in deer, I will yell at them, make sure to keep one alive! But it probably just sounds like a horrified, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you all
smeared with blood.
or whatever.
yeah, I didn't get that. Did you guys get that?
I have speak with small beasts. I don't know if that's
Why did we let Woohoo do this?
smaller beasts, actually. These are probably medium creatures, right?
These are. Yeah.
Okay,
They
so I can understand squirrels, but not deer.
Okay.
Never mind.
Those are better spies.
All right. Well, Maddie, you are second.
Wow, seeing this take place, I did commune with nature for a while. That being said, what's happening here seems very unnatural. So to try and, break up the herd, scare everyone away, or just to bring attention and order, I will take my my pistol, which does have an infusion. I've been working on it, and I will just fire it into the air to just create a big boom to try and scare off, to break up this fight.
Right. Okay. Sure. Yeah. You want to roll? Roll me an intimidation check, but with your attack.
Okay. So we're going to add
Attack roll against this guy.
Yeah, basically just roll an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to add your charisma, you can. The deer are terrified. They will attempt to run on their turn. All right, and that brings us to Greg.
That's me. I I mean, morally, like, these deer haven't done anything to me. So, can I knock them out?
Yeah, you could knock them out.
I could. All right. I'm gonna run into the center of. Can I get in the middle of 3 of them? I've got a speed of 45.
Yeah.
Cool. Hit 1.
All right. Yeah, you punched that deer right in the face. Knocked it out. Knocking that deer out.
All right. I'm gonna punch the second one.
Okay. Yep. You knock it out.
I'm gonna punch a third one
Okay.
with my bonus action.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All these deer are unconscious. You have run up and punched them in the head to knock them out. All right.
How many were there total again?
There were 10 total. You've killed 2, and he's knocked out 3.
And I think I just gained 30 temporary hit points. Touch of death.
10 HP typically doesn't stack.
Yeah,
So
they don't stack on top of it.
All right. Well, then I gain 10.
that's really good.
All right, Rumple.
How many?
There are 5 deer left.
What are they? How are they like lined up? How are they standing?
They were kind of like at the edge of the woods, just sort of like in a long line, set back and forth a little bit, but.
So, how would a lightning bolt treat these remaining deer?
If you got to the side of them, which you could just.
Oh God.
Well, there's some that are unconscious and are now like prone, so I won't get the ones that are unconscious if I like aim it high, right?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Hells yeah.
They drop dead. They just down.
We can't have
One
any
of them-
witnesses.
I think one of them actually explodes. Like
The one at the end, the last one in the line.
yeah.
This violence is too excessive. It's too much.
That may have been a bit overkill. Well, so that's why there's no witnesses though. So that's what I was thinking.
I see some
Scenario.
squirrels running
Also-
away in the trees.
God. Whew. Wow, that was crazy.
I shout out, "Excuse me, squirrels!" in speech of beast. I can talk to squirrels.
You just hear run, and they're just booking.
That is a reasonable response to that.
That does make sense.
No.
Woo, what was that?
Oh, I figured it out. They're trying to repossess the dwarf's house. They want the hovel with all that running water.
That doesn't seem likely. I have
No,
trouble.
that's what they're going for. That's
Okay.
the whole gig.
I
They
really,
find the dwarves to steal their whole house.
I can't imagine that the evil
Yeah.
queen's entire scheme revolves around taking a hovel from
This hovel.
dwarves.
Well, it does.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's all then.
Yeah.
All right, I guess our job's
Thankfully,
done. We'll go back and file our
we got
report.
these 3 other deer. We can. Although we got to stop them. What are you talking about?
Oh, thanks. This was not the end game. This was not their entire army, or
Yeah, I'm confused.
Oh, I should ask some more questions. I was thinking about it, but we got 3 of them unconscious.
There's 3 of them
Excellent
that are
work.
unconscious.
Excellent work, Greg.
While you interrogate them, I will make dinner. And I'm gonna make a nice venison stew.
All
All
right,
right. Sounds-
certainly, yeah.
I like mine a little raw. If we can work with
Yeah,
that.
we can do rare.
I prefer rare as well, actually. Yeah.
I value
Yeah.
the lives of these creatures. The least we can do is pay them the proper respects.
Actually, one thing I was going to
realize
ask,
we
just so
could
I
have
can
this
remember
playing.
everyone's names, if you could just change your display name on Roll20, that'd be rad.
I've shown my
I know
plan, but please.
You
do not
already
say
did, Pete. I appreciate that.
Yes. Also, I was a 20th level character before you said my name.
Whoops. Skigu. Can you tie these guys up? I'm not very good at tying knots.
All right. So I imagine you just bind them at the legs. Yeah, sort of. They're hanging upside down, or chilling upside down with their legs in the air. So you're gonna interrogate the deer.
Yes.
I don't know that we need to.
I mean, what's if we got anything more? I mean, it could be good.
At minimum, direction.
I don't think the whole point of this was to get information out of the deer. I think it was just to stop them from reporting back about us, right?
I mean,
Which we've succeeded at. I think we should just...
colors.
Great work, by the way, across the board. You scared them silly, Skeagle, with that. I mean, I'll be honest. I was about to run. I was very scared. All right, you guys don't want me to interrogate him anymore, then?
I think we should
summon a bunch of wolves.
I think we should just go. Personally, I mean, what about you guys?
Well, now you got stew on.
Well, with the stew's on. Yeah.
I'm making stew.
I could go for some stew.
I also, if we are going to ask him a question, I was curious if Snow White would have like ice powers because her name is Snow White.
Yep, I'm going back in, guys.
I could potentially defend myself better if we were aware of this.
I'm gonna talk to him some more, and we'll see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna toss up a mage armor, Crowley, and
Sure.
my current transmuter stone is set to proficiency in con saves.
Okay.
Yeah, if any of you guys have questions, by the way, I think what we could do is, I think I can draw words with my nose in the ground, so that I can talk to you guys, and then you can just tell me what you want to ask them. Sound good?
I don't have any questions.
I had some.
Okay. All right, Greg. I'm just trying to do my job. I'm trying to be thorough.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
I can make this. If you want, I can make the stew to go. We can carry them, and we can interrogate while we walk.
I think that's a great compromise.
All right, you know what? That's very fair. I can't argue with that.
All right, I make the stew to go. I don't know what that means.
We're gonna need to take a rest at some point, though.
Yeah, we are going to need to take an extra 8 hours to carve to-go bowls.
So how long does it take to make the stew, Pete?
I don't have any proficiency in cook's utensils. I was just gonna roll a survival check.
I mean, you throw some stuff in a pot. I mean,
yeah, I'm not a man of.
But how long does it take to make stew? Is it like an hour?
You could make.
I'm just wondering.
You could make a reasonable stew within, I would say, a half an hour to an hour. You really want to if you're making a good stew, you want to slow cook and really let everything kind of seep in and get nice and. Anyway, yeah, about an hour.
Oh, can I have a short rest while we do that?
sure.
I suppose so.
Yeah, so I'm going to transform into a giant elk, also with a saddle, and then take my short rest.
Skeeger makes some to-go bowls.
So throughout the short rest, I am a giant elk, and I get my wild shapes back, and I'm still a giant elk.
Okay.
Cool.
Grumpy comes out of the house. Says, "Where are you?"
Hey, Grumpy, you want some stew?
We're still.
We got a stew on.
I guess. Why is there exploded deer everywhere?
They came to repossess your house. We did you a great service.
All right. I'll have some stew.
Yes. It's very good. I rolled a 15.
It's pretty good stew.
Should we bring some into Bashful and Doc?
I'll bring it in.
Okay.
Brings in the stew.
We kind of sit awkwardly. There's not a lot to talk about with Grumpy. We're
he just goes back in and doesn't come back out.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Chew and screw. I get it. Yeah.
So I guess once we have...
Well, let's get on our way.
Yeah.
You eat your stew and you head out. Heading towards the castle, which you were provided with directions by the FEA, of course.
Yes.
And
we didn't interrogate them from the deer. Really cool.
I mean, if you wanted to, that's gonna be how you did it.
Yeah. Does anyone want
That's why-
to? Does anyone want to try and ride Woo Woo the giant elk?
I feel if you're offering.
I mean, I'm just a giant elk. I haven't offered anything, but I have a saddle.
I don't think I would ask.
Okay.
I would just,
Excellent.
I'll just walk.
The giant elk has all 4 of its legs, but no antlers.
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
So can I roll to intimidate this deer more if we wake it up as we go?
Sure. Yeah, you've got 3 deer.
Oh, what are we going to do with the other 2?
I don't know.
I don't.
You know what? I'll ask I'll wake up we'll wake up the first deer
Okay.
and be like, "Hey, tell us everything you know about Snow White."
How do I convey this? I don't understand your accent.
Deer and elk can't communicate, man.
Can they not communicate?
That's the implication I'm giving.
No. Is this deer trolling me, or can they not communicate?
Ooh, who knows? I don't know.
Can I roll an insight check on this deer?
Sure.
Okay. 12.
You're really not sure if he understands you or not.
I would like to use my hooves to crush one of his unconscious friends to death, and then ask him, "What do you know about Snow White?
All
Tell
right,
me."
roll me an intimidation check because you just coup de grace the deer.
Yeah, I do 4d8 plus 4 damage, so he's probably explodes.
It's 100% dead. You
It
just
took-
crush its
It
skull.
took like 5.
10.
I feel like it's higher than that.
Do I have advantage?
He
Yeah,
rolled
you
a
have
10, but I
advantage.
think it's higher.
All right, I guess it's a 10.
Oh well.
He says, I don't know. He starts crying. Except I don't know what it looks like when a deer cries, but he's doing it.
I would have hoped that we would never find out.
This is what it sounds like when deers cry.
I mean, you're all just hearing deer screams, and I mean,
That
what do
I
you-
do know what it sounds like. It's not great.
No, I would imagine not. What you're? Yeah, he's just. I don't know. I don't know.
The bald giant elk just looks toward the rest of you, just shrugs its front legs.
I try to give a signal that's like, let's just end this. Like, why?
Yeah, let's move on.
All right, let's
just
kick his
go.
head off.
Oh. Let us.
You said it, not me.
You just kick his head
That's
off.
not.
This is in. Actually, I'm sorry. I bite his throat out. Is what I do. This is, as Daly says, this is feels about the right time to celebrate 19 months of deer throat ripping fun. Thank you for
the subscription, Daily.
What do you do with the final deer?
I'll just drag him with us.
No, just leave. Just what? Just leave him. Why?
Don't let's keep him.
Are you going to ask that to get rid of that deer? Because I don't want to ask him that.
Woo. Let's just leave the last deer.
The deer looks at you confused.
The deer looks at me confused.
I
Or the elk
look
looks
at
at
you.
me?
I look at you confused. Sorry, Woo, the bald giant elk looks at you confused.
Yeah, just leave the deer.
Puts the rope down that's dragging the deer and looks at the deer and then looks back at you and then looks back at the deer and then raises like a hoof questioningly.
No. Just walk away. Just
Kind of peels back lips to bare teeth and makes a popping like motion.
Up. We'll just walk away. Walk away.
Woo nods and walks about 20 feet away, then turns around for a charge attack.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna jump on him.
Oh, God. I mean, yeah. You just hear bones cracking as Woo slams down on this deer.
I'm a large creature.
It gives out like a single death squeal.
Bring in some more.
It's dead now.
All right.
Well,
Well,
now there's nothing keeping us from our destination. Let's go.
yeah, that was messed up.
I thought it was kind of crazy when I killed all those ones with the lightning bolt.
I agree. That was also pretty. I mean, the whole thing.
We really needed to take the extra 15 minutes that I forced on this, guys. It was essential to the plot.
All right.
Apologies. I can't talk.
Onward.
And we arrive at the castle in 3 days' time.
It actually only takes like an hour.
Oh, that's good.
It's not so
This is right over there.
We were right. It's been on the horizon the whole time.
Yeah, I mean you've
It's
seen
only
it.
a model.
Yeah. So you you head up to the castle and there's guards at the gate. Each of them has a deer beside them. And you all walk up and they're like, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Meta question: did anyone clean the deer blood off of Boo Boo?
100%.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. We got Pete's character, the wizard, whose name I will not speak.
Yes, I will prestidigitate. I do have it.
All right. So I figured. I
Okay.
figured I'd ask.
Also, are you still a giant elk? As we're
Yeah. I'm still a giant elk. I can become a giant. I can stay a giant elk for 3.5 hours.
We're with the FEA.
Okay.
yes, we had a few questions, if you don't mind. And I guess do we have like a badge to flash?
Yeah. You've got badges.
I will flash my FEA badge.
I turn to Woo badge.
He's also with the FEA. This giant elk.
We'll just not produce a badge from anywhere.
And you see they get a little nervous, and like one of them sort of like pulls at his collars. There, he's like, have there been complaints? We
Just have some questions we need to ask, and think just standard fare type of stuff. We're always checking in on things, and when there's a new ruler, we always like to kind of do a follow up.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let me. Yeah. All right. One moment. Just wait here. Like one of the guards runs inside the gate. And the deer are looking at you. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just sort of staring at you. And one of them.
I
sort of leans-
speak to them in giant elk. Oh, actually, wait. Sorry. Did they say something?
Nope. Go ahead. What?
I speak to them in giant elk. What the hell are you looking at?
No,
Punk?
nothing. The other guys, one of them's like, "You smell blood." He's like, "Yeah." And they seem a little nervous. But a few moments later, the guard comes back. He's like, "All right, yeah, please come on in."
Thank you.
Come on in. Yeah. And they like open the gates for you.
I tip my bonnet.
Okay. Yeah, so you enter into the castle's sort of gardens. There's a bunch of birds flying around, singing, squirrels up in the trees, deer eating grass and such. There's like a badger.
When you say singing,
I mean that they are singing.
just bird cry or like singing?
It's like it's a bird cry, but it has a tune to it.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the tune? Is it recognizable?
Yes. But
Cool.
I don't think I could sing it for fear of copyright.
I'll shut us down.
We don't want Disney coming at us.
They-
Anyway,
They're very litigious.
there's a
Yeah,
nice.
Honestly,
they
we're
would.
we're skirting the line with this whole thing.
They would.
If
there's-
anyone would, it would be them.
Yeah.
There's a well. There's a nice little well, and some of the birds are like looking into the well and singing into the well. Now one of them you see one of them drop a coin into the well.
Well, I will go look at the well.
Okay, yeah, it's a very nice well. It looks like a little wishing well, but also where people drink water from. So maybe they shouldn't be carrying coins, but
Extra, I guess not iron, gold in the diet. All right, yeah, I just looked into it. That's it.
Out
Okay.
of character, I was this close to picking soul coin as my uncommon item. From
what does that do?
it's the currency of hell.
Right.
It has a soul trapped in it.
Oh, on the
Just toss that right in the well.
Oh, wait a
very
minute.
dramatic coin toss into well.
I don't know, I feel like I definitely get my wish that way.
Oh, I forgot I had this. Thank you for reminding me that I had a common magic item. I would like to use my cloak of many fashions to make myself look more formal.
All right, sure. Yeah, I like it.
Just formal attire.
What does that look like for
Rumpelstiltskin is a gnome in size, but he's also like extremely like thin and wiry for a gnome, and he has kind of like long wispy gray hair. And before he was just wearing kind of like a, he's got like now like the kind of like high backed collar and like the ruffled shirt and nice kind of like clogs with stocks that come up, and then that's kind of his whole new look. Before he was just wearing like tunic bordering on like old dusty tunic.
Okay.
That's his new look. As he looks like he belongs.
Okay.
Also, is there any straw around? Are there any hay bales?
Yeah, there's some hay bales off in the corner.
I'm just gonna take myself a nice big old bundle of straw.
All right. Yeah, I mean you see like the deer are eating it and stuff. There's actually a horse that's eating some of it.
Yeah, I grab a handful.
Woo-woo's eating some of it.
I guess Woo Woo's eating some of it. All right, so you start heading into the castle.
Yeah.
And you enter sort of this like great hall with a throne at the far back, and you see a young woman with snow white skin, black dark hair, and she looks up at all of you and she's like, "Oh, guests."
That's us.
It's a pretty good Snow White, Crowley.
Good.
I don't know how long that's going to keep up.
Woo just kind of like lifts a leg and pushes Greg forward.
I go forward. Hello.
Hello,
You must be the queen.
I am.
Nice to meet you. I'm Greg.
I'm Queen Snow White.
Yes. I've said it. To meet you. These are my associates. Skigu, a wizard, and Woo Woo.
You may call me Mr. R.
Okay. What can I do for you?
Well, we're with the FEA, and we're hoping to ask you a few questions. Could we maybe go somewhere a little bit more private?
Oh, anything I say to you, I could say to my people.
Okay.
We did have some questions. We were hoping to. We heard about, and I must say that I am so sorry for your recent loss of your dear beloved Prince Charming.
Oh. She looks very sad, sort of like eyes turned down. Yes. Well, thank you for your condolences.
Yes, the burden I imagine that this has put upon you is great, so we will not take too much of your time. But we did just have some questions about the nature of the Prince Charming's death.
Okay.
Namely, how did he die?
He fell off a cliff.
Yes, which cliff was this?
The same one my evil stepmother fell off.
Yes,
Tragic cliff.
That's what we've taken to calling it. Tragic cliff.
This is tragic. So who was there when the Prince Charming fell off the cliff? He was known as a Well, one of the exceptional manual dexterity. He often would ride across the horse. I was told it made quite a cutting. Across the plains on horses would make quite a cutting figure, as you would see him do so. He seemed one of the least likely individuals to fall in this way.
Yes, I mean, he was alone.
So
how do you know he fell?
We found his corpse at the bottom of the cliff.
I never thought I would hear Snow White say corpse.
Have you considered that he may have been pushed? You see, we at the FEA, we fear foul play.
Was that the elk?
Yeah, I can't speak.
Alright.
Woo-woo raises an excellent point.
Oh dear.
Who was the last to see Prince Charming alive?
Well, I think it was me.
And when was that?
Just before he went out on his ride.
Oh, so he was riding out to the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And did his horse fall off the cliff?
No.
Could we speak with the horse?
I suppose he's out in the garden.
Great.
It's a good idea.
Well,
Go speak to the horse. I will start an investigation. Can I cast that as a ritual while they're doing this?
Sure. Okay.
perfect. I sort of gesture to Woo Woo to follow me out to the garden.
I do so.
I feel
And
sad.
as we go out, I met Woo Woo the giant elk is just looking at you, and I think from the perspective of Woo, if the camera's looking from Woo Woo's perspective at you, where it's like, so what do you think? Seems pretty suspicious. But then it cuts back to your perspective, and it's just because he does not speak common.
I'm gonna insight that to see if I did pick up the tone there. What do you think?
Oh, yeah,
yeah. You definitely.
You get it.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Seems a little fishy. All right. We talk to the horse. What's the horse's name? Do we get the horse's name?
You
We'll get
didn't
it.
ask.
Do we
Alright.
find the horse?
Yeah, he's just out there eating hay.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment?
He
We're
continues
at the
to eat his
FEA.
hay.
I flash my badge to the horse.
The horse sort of looks at you.
Woo Woo, could you
Oh,
translate?
hey, Mr. Horse, how's it going?
How closely related are elk and horses?
That's a great
Not super.
question.
Not super.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Googling elk and horse would give me the answer to that. It did not.
They're not.
Yeah, I don't think he understands you. He's a horse and you're an elk.
I see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do then is.
Do I have a picture of Prince Charming?
Sure, yeah, you've got a drawn picture of him.
Okay.
Artist-
I show it to the horse.
The horse just sort of stares blankly at you.
I transform back into Woo. Oh,
Bad.
whoa! What was that? Sorry,
You want?
I couldn't die that quick.
No, you're good. You want to talk to the horse and see what he knows?
Oh, he doesn't speak giant elk.
Can you turn into a horse?
I mean, yeah, I could.
Could
But,
you do
I
that?
can't just transform willy nilly.
Okay, so then why did you turn into the giant elk?
Oh, we took a break.
Yep.
You know. you know.
Yep, we did. We did take a break.
When we take a break, I mean, I got my power back.
Yep. No. Yep.
Everything back.
I get it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna summon some horses and they can talk to them.
Will you be able to talk to the horses?
Oh crap! Wait a minute. Let me see. The summon creatures are friendly to me. They go on their own terms. They obey my commands, but I don't think I can talk to them. They can't talk to me. You know, what I could do, here's the thing. I could order them to use their hooves to write on the ground. And then they could write what they hear.
I don't know
would
if that'll
tear up
work.
this garden.
I don't know if that'll work.
Who
What
said
do they
that?
have to
I don't know if they have
understand?
common.
Wait, who said that?
Yeah.
Who said
I'm
that?
just, no one said that. I'm
Oh,
just saying that would
okay.
tear up the garden.
Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, I'll turn into a horse. I turn into a war horse.
Okay.
All right, how many legs do you have?
I think I'm missing the back legs.
The worst ones. Those are the worst ones to miss.
Stuff around. Oh, like a dog on a carpet. Okay.
I mean, I've got a speed of 40 feet, Crowley. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm like sickened. I'm like sickened.
All right. Can I be a war horse? I can. Excellent. Yeah, so I turn into a war horse.
Yep.
And I look at him. And I say, oh, hey, how's it going?
Hello.
We're from the FEA. Me and my buddy here.
Horses around here.
What was that?
We don't get many horses around here.
Oh, why not?
I don't know.
But you're here.
I'm the only one.
Wow. That's gonna be a really important. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm Woo Woo. I'm from the FEA, the Fairy Tale Enforcement Agency. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here to ask a couple questions about the. I'm very sorry for your loss, Prince Charming.
Who?
The dude who used to ride around on you.
Oh, no one rides me.
Didn't someone used to ride you and then they fell off a cliff and died somehow?
Oh, you're probably talking about my twin brother.
Oh, Yep. That's what I'm talking about.
Hmm.
Where are they?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, because you're the other horse around here. Yep, no, I get you. All right.
Yeah.
Do you know where, have you always lived here, this castle?
No, we lived in the other castle.
Where's the other castle? Do you know? Can you tell me?
It's, oh boy. Well, it's down the road.
Yeah. Oh, over through the woods. A friend of mine knows that path.
Yeah, I think if you go over the river, through the woods,
Yeah?
yeah, I think that'll get you there.
Okay. Any
It's
chance?
pretty big, you can't miss it.
Yeah, no, I figured. I really just needed a general direction.
Mm.
Okay. And you haven't seen your identical twin brother in how long?
Well, we came here after his rider died. And then
Oh. Okay.
after that, he just sort of left.
He left or he disappeared?
He was there one night and gone the next.
Yep, okay. Yep, that checks out. You know what? You enjoy your hay, Mr. Ed, was it?
No.
Oh. What was your name? No, I'm sorry. I was leaving that pause there for you to inform me your name.
Oh, they call me Wilbur.
All right. Well, thank you.
But I prefer Spot. He
Sure.
has no spots.
No, I get you. Well, thank you for your assistance. Also, has the queen been good to you?
She lets me eat hay. She pets me on the nose.
Uh-huh.
She gives me apples and sugar
Yeah.
cubes.
Yeah.
She whispers things into my ears.
What
I
kind
don't
of things?
really understand it because I'm a horse and she's a human.
Yep, nope, totally get you there. It's tough. All right, well, you know what? That's great. I appreciate. Could you? Okay, actually, hold up. Do you remember the sounds that she makes? Could you make those sounds? Like when she whispers things to you? Even if you don't know what they mean, could you try and like repeat it? All right, it's fine. About what I expected. All right, thanks. What?
You're welcome.
Crowley, I'm going to
I
give you a
relayed that
point of
information.
inspiration for that joke, but alas.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep.
I guess we should go back. I don't know if we should tell the queen that we've discovered her deception.
Yeah, no, they're 100% a deception.
Yeah. But should we let on that we know? I don't know.
I'll be honest. Ooh, just kind of looks off into the distance.
Yeah.
well-
Oh, no, sorry, my mother told me to not say anything if what you had to say wasn't good.
I think you can. I think in this situation, you're allowed to.
I was really frustrated by that horse. I wanted to rip his throat out with my teeth.
Okay. No.
Oh,
All right, let's leave the room.
oh, if he wasn't a suspect.
Yep. Nope. We're gonna go.
All right, so you start to head back inside, and at this point, Skigu, your ritual has completed. So what are you looking for here, Skigu?
Well, I'm gonna take a tour around the throne room here. See, is there anything that would be out of order? I don't know, something funky or weird that might not fit into a throne room at all. I mean, it's a castle. I'd imagine there's some magic, but is there some kind of enchantment on the throne that could be causing influence, or is there a weird little spot of divination magic up in the corner that is a little out of place? Something like that. It'd be kind of like in the detective shows, like them kind of going around with a dark light flashlight looking for evidence.
Yeah, there is immediately above the throne, like a divination spot, sort of looking down on all of you. There's nothing else really magical else in the throne room, but there is this little divination ball. Actually, it's more than just a ball. It looks like a face almost. Staring down at you like a mask. The queen doesn't seem to notice it.
Queen.
Oh, yes?
Do you employ magics in this room? Perhaps for protection or guidance?
Oh, no, we've never had anyone come in here to try and hurt us. I mean, I could cast some magic.
You are a magician.
Well, of a sort.
What type of magics do you know?
I'm well versed in natural magic.
So something that is unnatural would not be your doing.
No.
Have you perhaps been having suspicions of people in your court or castle, or maybe even some bad dream?
She thinks for a moment. No! I mean, I've had dreams about my poor Prince Charming dying, but otherwise, no.
I see.
Skigu, you notice as you're staring at the queen, there's a slight tinge to her eyes, like a magical tinge, and you can see there is a level of enchantment on her.
I'd like to pull Rumple aside and just say, conference. One moment. Oh boy, this is a lot of... She's getting so many words out of me. It's a good thing she's...
A lot of words.
Yes, we will return in just a moment. Allow me to take a moment to speak with Skigo here. Yes, what is it, Skigo? Have you noticed something?
Yes.
What have you noticed?
A face. Divination magic. Above the throne.
Face? What does this face look like?
Can I reproduce it with my own? Like, is it like a scowl, or is it or something like that?
It's a very sort of plain mask. So you could reproduce it relatively. I mean, it's doesn't have much.
Like a player's mask.
Sure. So I'll take this one of the stew bowls that I kind of hastily carved out, and kind of blot whatever basic features and like mask. Put it over my face.
Do you know what this means? This was not a lead-in to me saying what it means. I was asking you if you know what this means.
I was hoping that you would know what it means.
I mean, it appears to be a mask of a drama or a comedy or a thing of this nature. But
I don't believe I know the spell. This would be something that Snow White has not cast herself and does not seem to have an awareness of as well. There was enchantment in her eyes.
Can I make a history check?
Sure.
Because I don't know how much, like, you kind of mentioned some things that we know. I don't know if I would associate this magic at all with the previous queen, or know that she kind of had a way of looking at people and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know that the previous queen definitely had a way of watching.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, she probably wasn't carrying whatever that way is, so it's probably still in the castle.
Okay. In that case, I will say to Skigo, I was an admirer of the evil queen at a certain time, and I was always impressed in the manner in which she would always know the comings and goings of the various peoples of the fairy tale kingdoms. This could be remnants of the evil queen's magic here in the hall. Perhaps this is how she would see with these strange masks, or whatever they are.
The old evil queen, not the new evil queen.
The old one, yes. Or perhaps the new one has taken up the mantle.
If this spell continues, it must be revealing information somewhere if there's not a someone. I wonder if we can trace where the spell is giving information.
I would not know how to do this, but it may behoove us to perform a good old-fashioned look-around.
I might be able to accommodate this, though I will need more time for a ritual.
Well, before we act further, we should speak to Vuvu and Greg.
Oh, hey
Go and speak
guys!
with them. My voice hurts.
Yes, I'm sorry to strain you in this way. Yes, your timing is perfect.
Well, fancy
Smash
that!
cut. Smash cut. Wow, I can't believe that happened with the horse. So what do you think of everything I already told you about the divination magics?
Well, I think I got a plan. I got an idea. Here is gonna be our explanation for why we need to search the house more, right? And I think maybe, just maybe, this is the case. What if, like you were saying, Rumple? I didn't say the whole thing. Can I say the first
fine.
half?
The cat's already out of the bag for the day. It's okay.
Dang. All right. Well, it's just a once-a-day thing.
I don't know. Sort of winging it at the
Magic
moment.
works in mysterious ways. But I was gonna say is,
name magic. It's old magic.
it was supposed to be once the evil queen was dead, a happily ever after, right? But we see Snow White doing some questionable stuff. The Prince Charming died mysteriously,
Yeah.
there might be something still in the castle that is like corrupting like the evil queen. And maybe we should let Snow White know that, we gotta investigate that maybe there's something cursed in the castle that caused the death of Prince Charming. Like, this could be it.
Do any of you have the ability to remove magical effects?
No.
I did not take that spell either. So
Unless they can be punched.
I had it before my name was sent, but
Oops.
sometimes this happens. It happens.
Well, here's what I can do. Here's what I can do for you. I can make you even smarter than you presently are.
Wait, really? Me?
Yeah.
I am skeptical.
I can do it.
All right.
Look into my eyes.
I look into his
And
eyes.
behold the power of a great dragon.
I am seeing the power of a great dragon.
And then I do a little dance, and that casts Enhance Ability.
Hey!
Because there has to be a somatic component, so I do a little dance.
Would you like me to make a look around now?
I don't know, maybe that'll help. Which ability should I give you, by the way? Probably intelligence, right?
I'm very good at investigation.
Is that intelligence?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you get int. I give you int. That helps Arcana too, if that comes up.
Yeah. I'm
So-
also good at that.
So Ski,
Now
you
you're extra good.
you approach Snow White and ask if you can. How do you frame it? How do you frame your identify ritual? Are you trying to sort of obfuscate what you're doing, or?
No, I want to approach the queen and say that I would like to. I'd like to investigate. I'd like to investigate her. There's a ritual that I would like to cast in order to ensure that she is safe, and in so doing, see what is affecting her by this. And I'm not going to tell her. I suspect she's under an enchantment, but I would just like to examine her and take the time over the ritual to do so.
All right, could you roll me a persuasion check?
This is probably best coming from Skigu than any of us.
And while this is all going on, I turned to Greg. I'm like, Greg, I'm really tired. I'm useless now. Can you carry me?
No.
Damn.
She says to you, Skigu, "Oh, I don't think that's necessary."
That's a tough. Oh no, I didn't see the 4.
It is.
Oh, I'm good.
Compelling case.
Please look around all you want, but
let little woo woo. I crack my tail. Little woo woo help you out, okay, Skiku? I got this. I'd like to take out my perfume of bewitching
Oh jeez.
and just
What
kind
the
of
hell is
dump
that?
it over me a little bit. It's my common magic item.
okay.
I can apply this item to myself. It lasts for 1 hour, and for the duration, I have advantage on all charisma checks directed at humanoids of challenge rating 1 or lower.
Well.
Okay.
Those subjected to the perfume's effect are not aware they've been influenced by magic.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So I
pretty cool.
walk over and I say, "Oh, hey, I think it's more of he's afraid that maybe there's, and I don't mean to be, I don't mean to be, touchy here. I know it's a touchy subject, but, the evil queen was known for terrible poisons, and perhaps there's some awful long-lasting poison that, we just need to check out and could have made Prince Charming go crazy, and that's why he fell. We're just a little worried for your health."
Okay.
Can I roll a deception check?
Yeah, at disadvantage.
Ooh, all right. So the perfume doesn't help me at all.
It
Whoa.
does not.
I didn't think so.
Worth a shot.
Whoa.
You're not doing
No,
great.
I don't think so.
While
All right,
this has
well,
been
we're just going to take a look
happening,
around then. I guess.
while this has been happening, can I have been
Struggle
doing my own
emoji.
detect magic?
Sure.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic too.
All right, everyone's detecting magic.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't actually do it. But I could if I wanted to.
What are you looking for here, Rumple?
I just wanted to have it up, so as I begin to search around the castle, I have that as like a beacon to like maybe point out different rooms and stuff. But really, I just want to make an investigation check to like wander off and start kind of looking around the castle. Well,
Okay.
like not like sneakily. I'm just gonna tell. I wanted to basically just tell Snow White. All right, well, we're just going to take a quick look around. Perhaps speak to some of the other employees within the castle, maybe some of the servants and things, to see if there's anything else that we are able to discern.
Key.
All right, bye-bye. And again,
Bye.
thank you so much for your time, Your Majesty.
She nods.
We split up or stick together?
Why don't we stick together? That sounds more fun out of game.
All right. Well then.
I'll just
Rumple,
chill down here and take a short rest while you guys explore.
All right, see you in an hour, I guess.
Rumple, could you roll an investigation check?
That was a joke. I'm gonna follow them.
Okay.
Bow.
16. Okay. So you're just looking for obviously magical stuff and such.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just making a perusal of the place, and in particular looking for one, obviously magical stuff, two, locked doors,
Mhm.
suspicious tapestries that I'm like, ooh, secret passage behind that tapestry, of course, because the tapestry has a picture of a door and a murdered Prince Charming on it.
I'm gonna keep my eyes open for like people acting shady.
All right, you roll a.
Oh,
Okay.
Tell me,
you see Snow White back in the
one of those
rain
shit.
chamber.
All right, so we'll start with you, Rumple. You're looking around. You don't see it like there's a few human servants, but there's not a lot. You do see a lot of animals flying around and like moving around in here. And like they're like moving laundry around. You think they're cooking, even to some extent.
Huh.
A lot of like small wildlife. Yes.
I have a rat familiar.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pop out that rat familiar,
hmm
and kind of
out of where?
just
Pete.
space, just from thin air.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Okay.
seems like you're implying something. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's
Nope, it's fine.
very well. I pop a rat familiar out of thin air, and I just have them kind of go around, and also like if there's like a lot of small like squirrels and stuff that are going into like rat holes and mouse holes and so on, etc. I also want to like track those guys a little bit with that guy.
Okay, so your rat's following some squirrels and mice and stuff.
Yeah.
Your rat doesn't notice this, but Greg does. Greg, you're being followed by mice.
Lightning bolt.
They're watching you very closely.
Sense. Do I notice anything else? Anybody acting shady?
The mice are acting like most of them are just going about their job, but you think all of the animals here sort of have an eye on you. But
Okay.
the mice are like little spies.
Hmm.
You'll notice that you see them on like a rafter or something at one point, or like one's in a lamp. They're just in weird spots, and they're always looking at you. Well, you also got some weird vibes from Snow White, but you don't know what to.
Sure. Okay.
But Rumple, you find a tapestry of the old evil queen.
Oh. Now, in my experience, tapestries are the most likely place to find a secret door. After, of course, bookcases and then fireplaces. So I will look behind it.
Okay, yeah, looking behind it, there's a long hallway.
Oh, a hallway!
Wow, there was a pretty
Secret
good
hallway.
fight.
I'll do the old look back and forth, and then shall we within?
Does Greg notice the mice like react at all when we find the hallway?
Yeah, they're watch. They're one of them runs off.
Yeah, let's make it quick.
All right, I will step lively, and I begin to.
Do you guys think there's gonna be any danger here?
Maybe. There's always a potential.
Do you think you still need that dragon blessing?
I think we found what we were looking for. So we are perhaps good if you need to divert your magic elsewhere. Thank you for your assistance.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna cast a spell of bark skin upon myself.
Okay.
Yeah, my skin becomes like bark.
That makes sense.
All right.
It's a very self-explanatory
An
spell.
aptly named spell.
Rumple, you step lively down this hallway, and you get right down to the end, and on your left
Wait.
there's a door.
Search for traps.
Oh, sure. Okay, give me an investigation. There are no traps.
It would have been the crit.
Okay. I hope I still get hit by a trap a little bit. Just a little bit, I hope. All right, I'll open the door.
The door is locked, and you still have your detect magic up, correct?
Yes.
It is. I believe this spell is abjuration, but let me make sure.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, there is abjuration on the lock.
I've got nothing for this. There's an abjuration. I am familiar with the spell, probably called the Arcane Lock spell. It's simple enchantment, but very unbreakable by anything with an accomplished locksmith.
What about kicking it down?
I don't know if that protects against just destroying the door.
I'm gonna try to do that.
Keep in mind, though, that we are now enemies of the state.
Yeah, I mean,
Smash this
that would
door.
be pretty aggressive.
Maybe we should ask for it to be unlocked.
That's an option too. Also, though, well, I feel like that would be tipping our hand too much. I'm just saying that that's just the modes that we're in if we choose this, but I'm not saying it's a bad idea to just kick it.
Right.
I
Okay.
just wanted to point it out. I don't know what all of you think.
I mean, why don't we try to just pick the lock?
I have proficiency in the sleight of hand skill.
I think I have proficiency in thieves.
Oh,
what did
that's
I
way
pick?
better.
I get one type. Wow, is Thieves' Tool an artisan's tool?
Nope.
Well, then
I
no,
have-
I don't.
I do. Skigo
Oh,
just
right, yeah.
Tools.
Of course.
Okay. Are you gonna try and pick the lock, Skigu?
want it open.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
If you think you can handle this, please.
I'm gonna take a big step back, though, just like a really big, like way back.
A big step.
I'm
for
gonna
a
go.
kobold.
I'm gonna go
You
keep
got
an eye
this.
out
5 foot step or
out the
something?
tapestry.
Okay. Yeah, you keep an
Which
eye out.
do you want me to make this a dex based, int based? What would you like?
This would be Dex based, yeah. Dex based thieves tools. Ooh, unfortunately, that does not quite open it. So you
Is anybody
gotta-
coming?
You're digging it. You see a few birds just staring at you on various lamps and accoutrements.
Okay.
I assume that's a time thing, right? Like we've just taken a bunch of time to do that.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Can we try again now?
You could.
I'm
Here's whatever.
trying to think of how I could help.
I have an idea of how I could help.
Go on.
How big is this passage?
About like 10 feet wide.
Oof, that'd be pretty tight. But if I stuck my finger in the thing and then transforms into a rhinoceros, I might be able to shatter it.
So it's probably
I
hurt
can
your
just
finger.
shatter it if necessary. One
Wait,
That
moment.
sounds way easier.
Wait, Woo Woo, don't you mean you would stick your toe in?
I'm sorry, just, it's all the same to me.
Oh, I get you.
I have one finger. It's my tail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why I use the word finger very, individually.
so it all checks out.
Yeah. No plot holes here.
So I
Oh,
can
you know
try
what?
again.
Okay. I got another idea. What if
Yeah,
I
you can
use
try
my
again.
What if I use my potter's tools to smash some clay in there, and then we can wait for the clay to harden, and then we can try to turn it like a key.
Let me
you
try this first, Woo Woo.
Yeah.
you also worry that the magic might just sort of confuse that.
Yeah. Well, that also isn't how even regular keys work.
Yeah.
So. Ooh.
Okay.
Is anyone
So-
helping?
Yeah, I wanted to
if so,
try and help.
how?
Actually, can I
Well,
do
hold
this?
on. So, Maddie, as an artificer of level 7, you should have the tool expertise feature, which would mean you get to add your proficiency bonus to this twice.
I am technically, actually, I'm only
right,
level
you're
4 artificer.
level 4. Yep. Ah,
Well,
shoot, I was
wait,
trying to
I have
give it to you.
I have an idea that's kind
Okay.
of played on.
Yeah. How are you?
Woo's
How are you helping him?
idea. I'm gonna ask him to fill the lock with water and then use shape water to freeze the water in the lock. Kind of playing on Uwu's idea of making a key, but like a more efficient version of that. That doesn't require us to wait for clay to harden. I don't know if that's gonna do anything for us, but worst case scenario,
Sure,
I
I
can
mean-
undo it and make the water melt again.
I mean, anything with prestidigitation could probably do that too, right? You're cleaning up all the schmut in there, right? Giving it light. There's a lot of things you could probably do to help.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like I could like wipe his brow with prestidigitation, but that didn't seem like enough. It didn't seem like enough.
You know what? Sure. I'll say you help him
Wipe
with that.
Skiga's brow.
So you unlock the door.
Hey,
You managed to get it that time.
we did it.
It is unlocked. You do you swing it open, or like it's unlocked but it's not open yet?
I'm confident that there are no traps from my previous check, so I will swing it open widely.
All right. You see that there's more abjuration on the ground directly inside.
There's abjuration magic on the ground directly inside the door.
Do I notice the door's been open?
Yeah, you hear it open, and then all the birds start tweeting loudly.
Do I understand what they're tweeting? Am I following their hashtags?
They seem upset. They seem irate.
Okay. I run back to the end of the hall and report that the birds are irate.
Okay. Can we roll initiative?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh my. All right.
Hey, that's really good.
Not too bad. Now, Pete, out of question. Did Crowley actually buy off on giving you a 20th level character if no one said your name?
No.
That would have been amazing. That would have been so good.
I did not even think to ask because I was confident that someone would say my name pretty quick and then I could just lie.
Well, it's very good.
Well,
Oh, hey, I realized there's probably been music going the whole time that I just can't hear, huh?
There is.
Yeah, well, the stream can hear it. I can see it's going, so. Stream, congrats. Excuse me. I can hear it now.
And I'm probably going to change it up in a second. All right, so this is our initiative order. You're about 20 feet down this hall, and the birds are attacking. This is now Alfred Hitchcock.
Okay. Oh man, they got 2 22s.
Yes. So I guess they're first.
No.
They come flying down the hall. And I think you were at the back, Greg, so they come at you first. It's a swarm of ravens, but it's just general birds, mostly little bluebirds.
Okay.
And they start pecking at you.
Oh my god! Oh my lord!
Oh my.
They do 16 damage as they peck at your eyes and face. They're freaking
16
out.
or is that 26?
That's 16. That's 16. It's only the first set of numbers.
Okie dokie.
And then the next set of birds comes at you, woo woo.
Comes at you. Woo woo.
And I believe a 9 misses.
A 9 does miss.
All right. And then it is Rumpel, your turn.
I just stabs these ravens right through the heart, and as I stab my dagger forward, it flies out of my hand in a catapult.
Okay. Let me.
I just want to mention one quick thing to people before he does that. The catapult spell keeps going, so if you miss the ravens, you will actually hit Mitch or me.
Well, there's a raven thing I can throw it at that won't do that, right? Because there's 3 raven swarms.
Yeah, you could throw it at the one in the back. Yeah.
Okay.
Because.
This is very funny. Just
all right, so let's roll there. This dexterity save. They save, so
Damn.
it flies through the flock and knocks the tapestry off the wall. Or off the doorway.
Oh no.
And it is woo woo, your turn.
I would like to conjure giant eagles. My birds are better than theirs.
Oh my god. How many giant eagles do you
I don't know.
conjure?
Can I conjure? Am I allowed to conjure giant eagles? Rules is written. You are allowed to choose the animals I conjure.
What challenge rating are you going for? What
Challenge rating are giant eagles?
I think they're challenge rating 2
think they're
or 1.
1.
How big is the hallway we're in?
It's a 20-foot by 10-foot hallway.
So they fill up a lot of space. I guess 2 beasts of challenge rating 1 or lower. Go for giant eagles.
They are CR1 confirmed.
Okay, yeah, sure. There are 2 giant eagles in this hallway.
My birds are way better than yours. Birds, come to me.
It's 20 feet by 10 feet. They take up this entire hallway. This is,
Most of them are by the end.
so cramped.
Well, I'm small, so I'm gonna just over to Rumpelstiltskin. We can share a space because we're small.
All right, so you're leaving the space of the swarm.
Shit. Oh, also double shit. That would take my concentration. I don't. Oh man, I've already summoned the giant eagles. So good. I don't have bark skin anymore. Man, my order of operations is terrible. I guess no. I'll stay where I am.
Okay, I'm just gonna have your eagles go with you at the end of your
That's
turn.
Even better. The eagles attack.
Okay. I guess they're just sort of standing.
Let's see. Are they magical eagles?
No.
Are their
I
face
mean,
weird?
yes, but they're not. They don't
don't
do
do
magic
magical
damage.
Not
that it would matter.
All right. I don't know. Oh, you're right. There's swarms. All right. I'll make the attacks to the eagles. First eagle attacks the talons. Zip against the swarm. These are protecting me, is what they're doing.
Okay.
So first attack against the swarm.
That hits.
And then talon attack against the swarm. And then the second eagle makes a beak attack against the swarm. 10 miss.
Yeah.
And then a talon attack. Ugh, the second eagle sucks. Okay. So I hit with 1 talon and 1 beak for a total of. Do you need the damage halved?
Sure, that'd be great.
So individually, okay. It's gonna be 3 damage on the first one for the first attack, and 7 damage for the second attack. That's after halving. So a total of 10.
10 damage to one of the swarms. Okay.
Yep, and there are a bunch of giant eagles.
Okay, let me.
And then,
Life easy.
Just-
it did not.
to utterly ruin my wait, is this an action? It is. Never mind. Okay, that's all I did.
Okay, let me.
We love summoning. Data, you're a cat.
Sorry, I'm just doing some.
Let me hold you.
Okay, so you did 10 damage to one of them.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. All right, it is the next swarm of ravens, I believe. And they will actually go after one of your giant eagles. Whatever one they're closest to.
Stop it. No biting.
Does a 12 hit your giant eagle?
The 12. Ow! He's sorry, my cat's biting me. Yeah, I think it does.
All right, it takes 10.
Oh no,
piercing
it barely
damage.
misses. Damn.
All right. Then Greg, it's your turn.
Oh, that's me. My name's Greg.
Yeah, you're correct, Mitch. You did
Sorry.
this.
I was like, who's Greg? I'm going to use my bonus action to shift.
Okay.
I take on a more bestial appearance. My teeth grow, my claws grow. I get a little bigger, a little hairier. My monk's robes are kind of like built to allow for that, so I don't like tear my clothes or anything. But so I gain some temporary hit points, and I now what's the other thing? Nobody can have advantage against me.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
You're one of those.
So is there a space that I can get where I'm between 2 of the raven swarms?
Between. No, not realistically, not right now.
Well, I think
All right,
that's
well,
where
then
you
I'm just going to
already-
attack the one that
Wait
attacked
a
me.
minute.
What?
Because I was further in because he was near the beginning, right? And
He
one
came
came
down-
after
no,
me,
he
and
came
one
down-
came
he
after
came-
him.
He came down to you two, or to you three.
Yeah, I ran
wouldn't one-
back.
Oh, okay. I was saying, wouldn't one have had to fly past him to get to me?
In theory, but I think you two are adjacent for the most part.
Oh, okay. So they're kind of like all in our stuff. They're all.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
All right, well, then the one that had attacked me, I'm going to attack.
Sure. That'll hit. That
gonna hit again.
You note that these birds, because they are a swarm, they take less damage from bludgeoning. It seems like
Mhm.
generally, even if it's magical. But you do smack a bird out of the sky and into a wall, or out of the air. So, but go ahead. You can attack again. Mm-hmm. That'll hit. All right.
If I smacked a bird out of the sky, do you think that counts as reducing a creature to 0?
Not quite.
Okay.
But you still have those 10 hit points. Oh, well, I guess you don't because the birds fucked you up. But
Oh, would I have still had those?
you would have still had them, I think. They don't just,
Ooh.
unless it says otherwise.
I think we took a short rest, actually.
Do they go away on a short rest or is it only a long rest?
I can look it up for you guys to see. We'll figure it out.
Those would be nice to have. And now, I've got I can have tempo points from 2 different sources. Would those stack?
No. No, they only, you just take the higher.
That's not cool.
That's the way I put it.
It's not cool.
Well, outside of that, that's your turn, right? You bonus action to. Okay. So Skigu,
Long
it's your
rest.
turn.
They last for a long rest. So you do that.
All right, so you had them.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna stack damage. Use my infused pistol.
That'll hit. Which one are you attacking? Because the ones on Woo have been hit, and the ones on Greg have been hit.
I guess then whichever one's closer to me.
Okay.
I like the
Alright.
reality that we're being all stealthy and like doing it nice, and then suddenly we're summoning giant eagles and shooting guns.
All right, it is back to the top of the swarm of ravens. This is the ones on you, Greg. 19.
Crowley, was that a raven swarm against me or someone else?
No, that's against Greg.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. Okay. I mean, the one last time, the one that was a 12.
No.
No, nothing's attacked you yet.
Okay.
Nothing's grabbed you, gone after you.
Is that against me?
Be 8 damage. And this one's on you, Woo Woo. Does a 15 hit you?
It does because I summoned animals instead of keeping my beast form, my bird skin.
Okay, well, you take 6 piercing damage.
Oh. Oh, pain.
It's
Concentration.
Rumple's turn. Yeah, roll your concentration. And otherwise, it's
You're
Rumple's turn.
still here.
Rumpelstiltskin don't got a lot of good options in this scenario. He's gonna go ahead and look over at the ones around Woo Woo, and lightning lure them away. Requiring them to make a strength saving throw. I have to actually be within 15 feet. I'm already within that.
Yeah,
right?
you're all pretty much clumped together right now. You pull them off of Woo Woo, deal a bunch of damage to them. There's only 2 birds left.
All right.
In that particular swarm.
Yep.
All right, that's my turn.
Yeah, and it is Woo Woo, your turn.
Woo Woo will go, I'm a powerful dragon! And I will breathe acid at the swarm attacking my friend, Greg, with
Okay.
primal savagery. Which, I mean,
That
yeah.
does hit.
aha! 9 acid damage!
Yeah, there's only 6 birds left in that swarm.
Wow, I wonder what those strange exact numbers of birds mean. And then my eagles, this is going for the one that went after me. Roll an 8 and a 12.
The 12 hits.
Oh, talons. All right. Whoops, not 2d63, 2d6 plus 3. Whew, 6 points of damage after resistance.
Yeah, it rips those 2 birds out of the air.
The other eagle will go for the ones I just breathed acid on and roll an 18 and a 22 on its 2 attacks.
Okay.
For a total of 5 damage after resistances and 4 damage after resistances. 9 total.
Yeah, you kill those 6 birds, leaving only the one swarm left.
All right.
All right, that swarm is gonna move on to you, Woo Woo, because you're murdering all of its.
Oh, wait a minute. I just realized Woo doesn't have any armor. Oh well.
And
Right, of course, Woo doesn't wear armor.
they peck at you, Woo Woo.
Yeah.
A 6, I assume, misses. Your
No, it's-
eagles could have taken attacks of opportunity on it if they wanted.
Both of them?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, just one of them. Just one of them.
Okay. It will hit with its talons
Mhm.
for
Wow.
7 damage.
Oh.
Killing 7 birds.
Ah!
All right, Greg, it's your turn.
So the swarm next to me only has 2 birds left in it, right?
Nope, that swarm's dead.
Oh, that swarm's
That
dead.
is a swarm with about 17 birds in it still. That's the only one left, though.
All right, well, I'm gonna go
About
punch that swarm.
Yeah,
And-
all right, yeah, start punching birds.
Can we just tell by sight exactly how many birds are in there just at a glance?
I have an
Roughly,
intelligence of 20.
yeah.
I've exactly calculated
Unfortunately, that misses.
Wow.
the number of birds.
That, however, hits.
Punching birds.
For 5 damage, yeah. Yeah, that'll hit. 6 damage, 3 more birds. All right.
By my calculations, there are what, 9 birds left?
Yeah, there are 9 birds.
Okay.
Is that all you got, Greg, for now?
That's what I got.
All right, Skigu.
Protect me, Skigu!
Yep, wow, you killed 3 birds in 1 shot. And it is 3 birds, 1 bullet. It's your turn, Rumble. There's 6 birds flying around. Well, there's 8.
When did they go? Oh, they went then, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna break out a classic. Give him the old lightning lure again.
All right, let's see if they can resist.
Their powerful bird strength.
They don't. You zap the birds out of the sky and drag their corpses flying.
Electrocution! And shoot lightning.
Okay.
Does Rumpelstiltskin do the Emperor, yeah, for his lightning?
I was doing it exactly what I said, which is you held his hand out like this and went, electrocution!
Okay. Beautiful. Oh, it's got real dark.
It's got very spooky in here. I don't know.
That did get pretty spooky.
Caw.
That's fine though.
Cool.
All right, I got a plan.
That's too spooky right now.
Good job
Yeah,
killing those birds,
we'll go to-
everybody.
Just a second. Keep it on. We're gonna just be that spooky again. All right, guys, everyone out of the hallway.
I thought, shouldn't we go into that door?
Everybody out of the hallway.
Oh no.
I will play along.
Oh no.
All right, Eagles. There's a trap up there. Go trigger it.
Alright. Oh boy.
Oh, one of my giant
I mean, they're not
eagles.
real, right?
Oh, they're fake spirits. So yeah, I mean, they're kind of real.
Can you...
I never go into the Feywild, by the way. They will kill me there. They will tear me limb from limb.
need
They
you
hate
to
me.
roll a deck saving throw.
Why a death saving throw?
Dex saving throw
Oh,
for the Eagles.
you're gonna make. I thought you were gonna have
Well,
a
eagles are actually incredibly dexterous. I'm only going to send one of the giant eagles. The other one can watch with us. He wasn't
Oh,
able.
boy.
never
Alright.
disobey me.
Great.
Alright.
You won the lottery of life and one eagle brother.
That eagle melts as acid explodes all over it.
Whoa! Glad that wasn't one of us.
Do we know that was the only time that trap can be triggered, though?
You want me to send the other eagle?
Yeah.
You heard him, buddy. Get
I
moving.
mean, my detect magic is not down. Is there still a trap?
No, it's gone.
Oh, great.
They're fine now.
Cool. Let's go
Very-
check out what's behind that door.
It's a brutal thing to do.
That was an incredible warding roll.
That was incredibly good. Oh my goodness.
That would have almost one-shotted me.
Alright, you head behind the door.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, is everyone, by the way, before we go on, is everyone feeling all right? Everybody okay?
Right is right.
Yeah. Took a little damage.
All right, how much, if you were to say, on a scale of 1 to, 40-something, how much damage would you have taken?
I'd say 6.
All
Roughly.
All right, well, I'm gonna just, give you a little dragon's blessing. I slap you with my tail. And I guess cure wounds.
Nice.
And I will do the same for myself, which way overheals both of us.
Alright, so you enter into this this stone room, this very fine stone room, and there's a large curtain
Also, get my bark skin.
about halfway across the room. It's pretty dark.
Wait, no, I won't.
But you can tell there's some light on the other side of the curtain.
I'm gonna do a quick perception, just looking around, which I have advantage on because I'm still shifted.
my eagle will also do that. It has advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead. Roll them up.
Are we still meant to be in scary mode, or is everything scary in the past of that event?
This room's spooky.
Okay.
There's like mist crawling along the floor.
Ooh.
A black curtain halfway across the room. With like this weird sort of bluish and greenish light peering out from like the bottom of the curtain. Illuminating the mist. Yeah, I mean...
I realize,
spooky.
in retrospect, this should be my eagle helping Mitch, not my eagle making the check.
Well, Mitch has advantage, so...
Oh, well, sure. We're good then.
Uh,
Oh, Skigu casts the guidance.
who's the guidance on?
Who's the leader on the team who's taking the perception?
I mean, both the eagle and I are perceiving.
Then I'll favor the humanoid.
I mean, valid.
Alright, so Mitch, you get to roll a d4.
Cool.
And add it to your roll. Alright.
Team.
So, yeah, it's spooky.
Cool.
And you get this sense of danger, but you don't see any danger yet.
Okay.
You can feel it in your bones.
Hmm.
Feel it in your bony bones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, while I still have my shift up, I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna check out what's coming from behind that curtain.
Okay. You run up to the curtain. Do you just throw it
Hold
aside?
on, Greg.
Throw it aside.
Oh, Gigu.
Let me
Nope.
pull aside the curtain for you.
By all means.
All right, Skigu, you throw aside the curtain. With mage hand. All right, I like it.
Stylish.
hmm And beyond the curtain, you see a stairway with pillars on either side of it, like a small stairway, like 4 steps. There's little blue glowing chalicey brazier things off on each side, like sort of drapes hanging up from the pillars in between, and there's another set of pillars. And there's a mirror on the wall that's sort of glowing green and has a series of symbols around it.
There's
Is the staircase going up or down?
Up to the mirror.
Is my detect magic telling me that this is a magic mirror?
It is. It is very magic.
I look over and say, "It says a magic mirror on the wall."
I don't have a rhyme ready. I'm
I was
sorry.
going to see if anyone else had a way to complete it, but I couldn't think of a
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
I got
I
nothing.
can examine the mirror. Cover me as I go in.
Got you.
I feel
I'll walk
well.
forward. I don't know how far away, but 30 feet at a time, using my action to. It was a defensive stance, but whatever. I have advantage on dex saves, disadvantage on attacks against me as I walk up with my infused shield in front of me,
Sure.
and I approach the mirror.
Okay, yeah, you approach the mirror. It's sort of, it glows this weird green color. It's not all that reflective, weirdly. It's sort of like a black, like looking at, despite the greenish glow, it's like black, looking into a black pit. With like sort of green smoke flowing up behind the mirror, like within it. And you're gonna cast Identify. Are you casting
As
that
a ritual.
as a ritual? All right, so you're gonna be waiting here 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to take my last giant eagle and send it back down the passage we came from, which is that's like a ways down, right? It's like 40-foot passage or something all in all.
Well, the passage to the tapestry was 20 feet.
Yeah, but we've traveled further, right?
Not
Or is this
much.
just immediately past the door?
This
this
room is immediately past the door.
Oh, okay. Well, I will send my giant eagle to the beginning of the hallway, I guess, right where the tapestry was before it got wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
and with the orders, with the instructions to let out an otherworldly death screech if it's about to die. Or if it sees someone threatening it.
Okay.
It's got a readied action to scream like it's about to die.
All right. So yeah, Skigu, you bring in using the identify, and
I shift out while this is.
okay. And
my detect probably wears off somewhere in the junk.
right, yeah. Somewhere partway through the casting, the eagle lets out a death cry. About like 5 minutes in.
Does it continue to scream? Because its mission is to just start to scream like it's gonna die, and then continue screaming until it dies. Or does it just start screaming?
It screams. How many times does it scream?
There's 26 hit points. That matters.
Here, let me see how many times it screams.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Let me see how many times. That didn't roll. Why didn't that roll?
You may need to turn it on. If it's a spell of any kind, you need to turn it on the not spell attack mode, but the spell card mode. And then we'll be afraid.
Where is it? Where the hell?
When I hear the scream, I go close the door.
That's a great idea.
It's a very good idea.
Shut that door.
I was gonna say, Mitch, how do you feel about riding Woo Woo around in battle?
There we go.
Not great, but
Okay. Just figured I'd ask.
if it needs, it needs to happen. It needs to happen.
What? Oh, wait, right.
I don't think it needs to happen, but it might.
What? You know what? It'll say on the thing.
Woo, how do you feel about the risk of missing a turn if you could run faster?
Run faster and what?
Run faster. I said, how do you feel about the risk of losing a turn if you're able to run faster?
Oh. I see what you're saying. It really doesn't make a huge difference to me, to be honest. I'm fine with it either way. It is good. I will absolutely take
As
what
my
you're
question.
saying. Yeah, because I can take the dash action with that, right?
Yeah, you can also just.
Well, no, that's different. If I can take, well, it doesn't matter. Basically, just doubles the number of attacks I'd be making. So that's great.
Yeah, because it also doubles.
Yeah, it's actually would be incredibly good on my rhinoceros because
That's what I figured you were
rhinoceros
gonna
is
be.
if the rhinoceros moves at least 20 feet in a straight line toward the target and then hits with a gore attack on the same turn, the target takes extra damage. There's no limit on the number of times I can get that extra damage.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
What's
Yeah.
the AC of the
Oh, it misses.
Eagles? Okay, so it misses the
13.
first.
That's a lot of fire damage.
Misses the second.
Johnny will just squawking.
Isn't that a cantrip?
Yep.
Higher level. That's above 20th level.
I think that's
I don't know that.
not quite.
No, I
above
think 5 is. I think 5 is 20th level.
Oh, I thought that.
Which typically spellcasters starting at like CR like 14 or 13 are 20th level casters. So, you know.
Don't worry, guys. The door
Not
is
unreasonable.
closed.
No, it doesn't. It only goes up to 48.
Oh well, shit.
No. It increases by 1d8 when you reach 5th level. 2d8.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no, wait a minute. No, it only goes up to 48. You're right.
This is a very strong spellcaster feat.
So I'm just saying. I don't know this anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm just saying I'm scared out of character.
Hold on. I'm going to fix that. It should only be 48.
So do we see these like plumes of flame that like go
Uh-huh.
to like swing
No, the
past
door's
the eagle?
closed.
Yeah, you hear him. Well, yeah,
as
actually,
Mitch
no,
goes
the
to
door-
close. Well, it's as he's going over to close the door, right?
Well, then you would see the first one, yes. You see the first one fly by.
Oh,
Like,
Oh.
yep.
All right, do you
What
lock
was
the
that?
door?
Can I lock the door?
It's going to lock.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, so you
I
lock
would like
the
to
door.
cast a spell upon myself.
Okay.
I want to cast protection from energy fire.
Okay. Probably a good move.
That's all I got.
I'm gonna go talk to the mirror. I feel like it's time.
All right. Well, Skigu's finishing up her ritual on it.
Mhm.
And yeah, you finish up the ritual on identify. Let me see what exactly that tells you.
Oh dear. I was gonna say, if there's a big thing coming up, do we want to take a quick break, like once,
Yeah,
right
that's-
before the combat when it happens?
Yeah, why don't we take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll reveal what Skigu finds out.
Oh dear.
Can I also be doing something while the door's closed?
Sure.
Is there an eye hole or anything, or can I see through the keyhole?
Sure.
All right, I just want to be staring at out that keyhole.
All right.
So are we gonna be right back right now, or are we gonna?
Yeah, let's be right back, and then we'll do the Skigu thing when we
All
get
right.
back.
We'll see you guys in 3 or 5 minutes. Be back soon. We're back. Oh, you're right, Maddie. There is a little pixel thingy. I need to fix that. Why did this happen?
What am I missing?
Well, Crowley, so we were at the door, and there was an unknown assailant that was coming at us, and we closed the door, and they were outside killing an eagle, right?
Yep.
And by unknown, I mean I have a pretty good idea.
Mm.
Oh, that's
All right, I'm looking out the keyhole.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You see. So I don't know. I don't think I actually said this, but Snow White was wearing like an all black dress.
Oh,
Not because of like evil, but like clearly like a mourning kind of dress.
oh.
Oh, okay.
You hear from the other side of the door, Rumple. Let me in. You open this door right now.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to get it open, but it seems to be stuck.
Skigu,
Strange things going on in here.
you learn that this is a magic mirror, which you kind of already knew. You can, as long as you say magic mirror on the wall and then ask it some sort of question, preferably in rhyme fashion, but doesn't need to, it will attempt to answer the question for you. And it can also like scry and show you other places. Additionally, there seems to be some kind of powerful spell on it. You learn what spells, right? There is an imprisonment spell on it.
That's a really powerful spell.
Mm-hmm.
Art escape life, you know.
I jiggled the door head a couple of times. Trying.
Black and white play.
Yeah, it's not opening because it's locked on your side, and you know that. But that's fine. Snow White's pounding on the door.
Do we know what is imprisoned?
I don't think that it tells you.
Okay.
Magic mirror on the wall. Tell me of the truth of Prince Charming's fall.
Ooh,
Pretty good.
that was good.
Very good.
A face, a sort of mask appears in the mirror, extremely similar to the one you saw in the throne room, Skigu. And it says to you, Prince Charming fell off a cliff. His horse bucked him.
I gotta get into the pie one.
Was
My
the horse
orders-
being pursued?
The horse threw the prince by orders of the queen.
Queen Snow White?
Yes.
Well,
Could the
boys, I
animals
think
have
we got
been
our
choice?
answers here.
Well, just a second. Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
It looks at you. Snow White.
It's broken. How can we believe this?
I do a. Do we know? Does Kiku know whether the mirror has to be full?
Unsure. Unclear.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Yeah, I mean, you think it's telling the truth. On both accounts.
I mean, I got another question. You guys have any questions? Magic mirror on the wall. Who is imprisoned in your reflective halls? It's the best I can do.
The face sort of scowls at you.
Oh, yikes.
I know not what you mean.
If we were to break you, would you be free or would you be dead?
Oof.
You would destroy.
Okay, we won't do that then. All right, you guys want to go fight a queen?
I'm really torn still.
Why?
I mean, we don't know if this mirror is a good guy. Look at that mask. It's pretty spooky.
True.
Mirror, show me the throne room.
The throne room is revealed from the vantage point of that mask you saw earlier. There's no one in the throne room right now. But
Can the mirror show us the outside of this room?
it does. Snow White is standing there tapping her foot, slamming on the door.
I'm really working hard to get this door open, but it's
You
just...
open this right now!
I'm telling you, we're doing everything we can. You might want to go off and grab some assistance or something, because we just can't seem to find a way to get it open.
Does she look like she was just like throwing fireballs?
Does she look like she was just throwing fireballs?
I mean, hard to say.
I
Is
mean,
there anything singed around her or her cuffs singed?
there was a bunch of fireballs and then she walked up. I think it's a cut and dry one.
Magic mirror on the wall. Did Snow White kill my poor bird? I didn't have anything there.
The bird in my thrall. That would have been. Come on. Come on.
Yeah,
that
I
was easy.
understand, but he's my poor bird.
Yes.
All right, cut and dry. Easy answer. I think the better our rhyme, the more lengthy and detailed answer it's gonna give us.
Magic mirror on the wall. Tell me, how's my Uncle Saul?
He has the
Good
gout.
answer.
Oh,
Magic mirror on the wall. Am I this potato's true love after all?
No.
Damn!
You seek another root vegetable.
I have a lead. A
magic-
leak?
Magic mirror on the wall. How long, Snow White, will that door stall?
Oh.
Not long, I fear.
Magic mirror on the wall. Never mind.
Very well.
Magic mirror on the wall. Where's the blue gem stolen with all that gall?
Ooh.
The vaults of this palace.
Is there a way to get there from here without going through that door?
No.
Cool.
Magic.
I didn't have to answer that, you know.
I get it.
Magic mirror on the wall. Tell me a lie.
You're very pretty.
Oof.
All right, he can lie to us. We've learned it.
Is that so?
magic mirror on the wall.
I mean, otherwise you would have blew up.
Would
so-
take the throne if Snow White were to fall?
Pauses. And doesn't say anything.
Mm.
Magic mirror on the wall is the new queen under the old queen's thrall. I used her word.
Yes.
Hmm.
Is that because of you? I mean, I'm just asking, like, as a dude. I'm not trying to compel you here.
It doesn't answer.
All right, well, now I'm a little suspicious.
Okay, are you like inciting the mirror or what?
Yeah, come on, roll an insight check against the mirror.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's not rolling. 22.
Yep, just lied to you.
The magic mirror's the one behind the whole thing, which I think we all realize that, right?
But it's also very fun to do the rhyming question.
I know it's a lot of fun.
I have a lot of
Magic!
good goof ones that I'm not doing, but
Magic mirror on.
He's my worst.
Wait.
Rumple,
Magic
you can
mirror.
see that
I'm thinking of.
the doorknob is starting to turn red hot.
oh,
Magic-
right, there was a
magic-
reason I was over there. I run back over.
Magic mirror. I want to try a diet. Will it work? Should I even try it?
Just like real life.
Can that work? Does that count as a rhyme? Like for
No.
this case?
It will
Okay.
not work.
Oh, thank gosh. I didn't want to do that.
All right, gang. All right, team. Should we try to break the mirror? Should we? What are we thinking? What you magic people? Tell me what to punch here.
All right, I'm going to offer a solution here. I don't think we have any use for this mirror, and there's something rather strange about it. I think we can all agree.
Okay, it's super evil.
So it seems we should just.
Yo, Umami Burger has a
Yeah, it's evil. It's like evil.
And if it wasn't evil, since Snow White was evil, then we've destroyed her tool. So it's a binary here.
I
Either
don't
way,
know,
I think destroying this mirror is a strong choice.
Everybody in favor of breaking the mirror, raise your tails.
I do not have
Oh,
a tail.
that's
I-
100% of tails
I
are
will
in
raise,
favor.
I will raise my finger.
That's fair.
Our agency.
Yeah,
could
I'm
use
in favor.
this mirror.
Do you think? Are you sure it won't just corrupt everyone and make everyone evil?
Hmm.
All right, well, Kiku knows best, guys. So what do we just? Do we have to murder
Mirror
Snow White
on the
now?
wall. Would you make the FEA a dark cabal?
No.
They said no.
I'm gonna roll an inside check on that one.
I choose not to.
Yes. It would.
Alright, well, I think that settles it. I'm going to throw a lightning bolt at this mirror. But I'm going to do it not directly facing it, so if it bounces back off of the mirror, it angles into a thing that doesn't hit anyone, because I feel like that's the kind of thing that a mirror would do.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So you hit the lightning. You shoot the lightning bolt at it. It hits the mirror, bounces off into the wall. You were correct.
Lightning is not a strong option against the mirror.
I'm gonna just try to take the
Still
mirror off the wall.
It seems like it's pretty affixed.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give it a good yank.
All right, give me a strength check. Well, unfortunately, a 9 isn't going to quite do it. So,
Well, all right then. Is anybody else
You want me
stronger
to-
than me?
You want me to conjure some gorillas?
Significantly, Fika. That would be a wonderful thing. What if I throw, I'm gonna catapult it and just bludgeon it? I feel like that's a good option. but following the same strategy
Mhm.
of
Sure.
go.
Hits the mirror, bounces off.
All right. Well, I'm just burning through things at this point.
Slams
All right.
into the opposite wall.
I think I got this. I turn into a rhinoceros.
Okay.
Lower my horn, and I'm gonna ram the wall.
The wall, not the mirror.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna ram the mirror.
It would have been really good if Woo Woo just turned around and just smashed into the fucking wall.
You slam.
Oh, the rhinoceros is fine. There's nothing different about it.
Okay, weird. You
Is it?
charge. You
Uh-huh.
charge the mirror,
Yeah.
and just as your horn makes contact with it,
Oh,
it
no.
ripples, and you see Rhinoceros Woo Woo go into the mirror.
Oh,
Oh.
that's not a good thing.
Can we,
Do I
can
roll
we still
damage?
see?
No, you do not. You can see him in this dark space, and the mask is gone.
Why is this? Why,
Woo woo, come
why
come
is
back.
this hairline
Brrr.
any of the Twilight?
Brrr. I do not know if that is spooky
Do I
or
see
how he
anything?
speaks as a rhino.
It's very dark.
I don't see the way out though.
No. You hear them yelling at you to come back, but you don't see a way out.
Right. Woo-woo's just on the ground.
Anybody have a dispel?
I do not know. This would have been very useful a number of times today. I almost took that spell.
I'm sorry, it's a rhinoceros with a saddle. I just wanted to specify.
Magic mirror on the wall. How do we kill you?
It's been lying. I don't think it's going to answer that question.
The mirror does not appear to you, but Woo Woo's rhinoceros face does. Woo Woo, you can see outside the mirror, but you don't really understand how. It's like a weird split vision kind of thing.
Great. Okay. Well, this isn't going great, guys.
Woo 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 in the mirror. Is it confusing in there, or are things clearer? I think that's what I'm. I guess I'll join him. I'll go and walk into the mirror.
Okay.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I also don't think that it's necessarily a bad idea.
Alright, well, you jump into the mirror, and as you do, something sort of starts to form, and let's roll for initiative.
This probably good.
For form where?
Oof.
It's forming in the inside the mirror with you.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Just Woo Woo, or is Rumple in here too?
Rumple's in there too.
Okay, so 2 outside, 2 inside. All right.
Yep.
Do we on the outside see something
Yes.
forming in the mirror?
You do, yes.
Mirror demon, huh, Crowley? It doesn't sound like a good situation.
I hope it does fire damage.
Alright. Oh yeah,
they
on the
both rolled
subject
very
of
poorly.
that. On the subject of that, when I did my catapult, which is a transmutation spell, I wanted to switch over to fire
Sure.
on my computer.
Quick question. Do you want me to roll for the hit points of my rhinoceros form, or do I just take the average?
Take the average.
All right, now I have to figure out what the average is for the rhinoceros, because it doesn't say it on the roll 20 character sheets. 7, the 6 times 9. No. 6 times 5. 52, I think. I will double check that.
That time we spent hanging out doing the identify, that count as a short rest?
45, actually.
No, that was only 10 minutes.
Sure. Oh, the deer. Great.
Yeah, more deer.
They're back with a vengeance.
No, deer.
With everything, I guess, manifesting, answers have been coming to light. Does anything perhaps about my discovery that I found on my hermitage? Are there any sort of, I don't know, background pieces of info or clues, or does this seem somehow familiar or some sort of prophecy or scheme coming?
Yeah, you've heard of mirror demons before. You found research on them in our like when you were out and about all hermity, and they don't always reside in magic mirrors like this, but they find ways to manipulate people from within mirrors to eventually claw their own way out. Usually by taking souls that they get based on the actions of those they manipulate. So likely, this creature has been manipulating Snow White to do evil things and stealing the souls of those she's caused to die. Your first ski in this initiative.
Above the deer?
The deer don't matter yet.
Oh, okay.
They spend their turn running.
Yeah.
Woo Rumple, what's your position? Please listen to my exposition. And I would like to explain the discovery to them.
Sure.
Whoa!
Oh, I was like, what was that?
Can I hear it in the mirror? Like, what is it?
Yeah, you can hear him. He rhymed it.
Do thumbs up.
Oh, just turn Stillskin.
But we are in the mirror.
All right, woo.
End of sentence.
All right, so we see the shadow demon. I'm sorry, mirror demon.
Yep, you see it starting to form.
Can I attack it?
Yeah.
How far away from it am I?
You are about like 10 feet from it right now.
All right. Could I, as a rhinoceros, attempt to hook Rumpelstiltskin up onto my back
Okay.
and then charge? Oh, I'm sorry. Double back 10 feet and then charge.
You're gonna hook him onto your back in the process of this.
Uh-huh.
How does that...
My assumption is it would be similar to the mount action that he could take to mount me, which would just be his half his movement. I assume I would use half my movement to do that.
Sure.
Okay. So I throw him on my back. That's 20 feet. I move 10 feet away. That's 10 feet. I'm 20 feet from him. I start charging forward. I get 10 feet. I'm out of movement. I use the action to dash. I continue my charge.
All right.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. And then I get up next to him because I have the charger feat. I get to make a bonus action attack when I charge a creature. So I will bonus action make a gore attack. I have an ally on my back, so I have an ally within 5 feet of him for my hack tactics. So I have advantage on this attack.
All right.
And I charge him. Oh, 16's not terrible.
Unfortunately, he just barely misses, and you clink off of what seems like glass.
Ugh.
Just.
Oh, that
barely.
hurts. That's real bad. Real bad.
Greg, it's your
Yes.
turn.
Has Snow White come through the door yet?
Nope, she's trying. She's trying.
She's trying. Is there a position that I can take in the room such that when she first opens the door, won't be in her field of view?
Yeah,
and I
you
can...
could hide behind the pillar.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Will I be? How close to the door will I be in that situation?
You'll be about 50 feet from the door.
Can I get to a position where I would be about 45 feet from the door?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a curtain, so you can hide. You can manipulate the curtain.
All right, I'm gonna hide behind the curtain,
Okay.
and I'm going to, yeah, just get ready, I guess. Can I ready both to run and take an action?
You cannot, unfortunately. Do you want to hide? Do you want to take the hide action and then jump her when you get the chance? All right, roll me a
Take
stealth check. Okay, I mean,
Do you think
You know
I get
what?
advantage with the curtain?
yeah, well, yeah, I was gonna say you gain advantage just because like she's not even through the door
Not in the
yet.
room.
Yeah. So you get your advantage. So you get a 16, not bad.
Could be worse.
All right. So Snow White is at the door, and I think this is about when she blasts through it. The doorknob just sort of actually she doesn't blast through it. She's been heating the doorknob, and it has started to melt. And she just like kicks the door in and starts walking in. She walks about 30 feet and looks over at you, Skigu, because you're the only one she can see, and she's like, "What are you doing to my mirror?"
Examining it.
And it is the demon's turn.
It's magical.
Can
So
we
this-
see through the mirror to the room beyond, or we just like is it just opaque? Where we are?
No, right now you cannot see it.
Okay.
The demon sort of fully forms, and it's got this sort of like pyramid-like head that's all glass, or like mirrored glass, and there's like flesh sort of connecting it to other pieces of glass, and has these like long scythe-like or long arms with these scythe-like mirror blades, and then another two set of like smaller arms with smaller mirror blades, and it's sort of like long, lanky, kind of gross flesh,
Okay.
and it is gonna attack this rhinoceros here,
That's me, rhinoceros boy.
and it brings down its scythe-like arms.
Mm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm not gonna be a rhinoceros for very long, boys.
It attacks again.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm not a rhinoceros anymore.
Whoa.
Okay, so how much damage is that total? 24 plus 32 plus 2, 49. All right, I'm not a rhinoceros, and I'm injured.
And it then is
Okay.
going to attack you 2 more times with its smaller arms.
Ah.
Actually, it's going to
Okay.
use a smaller arm on each of you. So, this is on you, Woo Woo, which I believe that misses.
An
And
11?
this-
Yeah,
yeah.
barely.
And that's on you, Rumple, and I believe that hits.
Ow.
Uh-oh.
And it's sort of like as it moves, you hear like the clinking of glass. Rumple, it's your turn.
Ah, yes. I was going to haste you,
Very bad news, I'm not a character anymore, guys.
but it seems that things have taken a bit of a turn. The creature that I'm looking at, can you just give me its head one more time? Does it have like eyes?
You don't see any eyes.
Okay. So
It's like a pyramid of glass
Jesus
with like
Christ.
flesh running in connecting it all.
All right,
It's like-
lightning bolt. That's what I've got.
Well, actually, I'm still screwed.
Alright.
I let my
Dex
concentration drop in protection of energy, by the way.
save. Okay. It fails the dex saving throw.
25 points of lightning damage.
You say it's resistant to lightning damage.
Well, you know, it is.
Well,
She's a demon.
That's what I've got. I'm going to now run backwards and away.
All right.
I run away as quickly as I can. Over towards. Is there can we see where we walked into the mirror, or are we just in infinite darkness?
It's weird because you can't see where you ran into the mirror. You can see fine. You can no matter how far you are from this thing, it seems like you can see it. Like it's light in here, but it's an infinite plane of darkness.
I understand. I'm with you completely on that. It's like 11 in when she's crying.
Exactly.
In Stranger
Yes.
Things. Yeah, I know. I'm exactly with you on that. But can I see where I came into the mirror?
You cannot.
Okay. Fuck. I just try and put as much different distance between me and Uwu as possible. Going around and even behind it. I don't know.
Okay. All
I
right.
guess that doesn't actually make a difference. I know. You know what? I take all that back. I just stand next to Uwu and just go. It seems that we may be at the end of our rope. Uwu.
Maybe.
A giant elk comes into the room and just sort of stands by Snow White's side, staring at you, Skigu. And then some deer come in. But it's your turn, Skigu.
Defensive stance. Exposition to Snow White about the mirror and what we discussed.
All right, you're gonna try to convince her of what's going on.
Yeah, that she's been manipulated, that there's a demon in the mirror, and to help us.
Okay, could you roll me a persuasion check? All right, okay. She hesitates. She's like, I don't believe you. That mirror's only done good things for me. But she seems unsure. So you think you're part of the way there, but it's gonna take more convincing. You've at least stayed her hand. Greg.
I'm still behind the curtain, right?
Yep.
Do I feel like I've been noticed?
No. She seems more distracted by Skigu up by the mirror.
I'm gonna wait until I hear the situation go sideways.
Okay. She starts approaching you, Skigu, and she's like, there's nothing wrong with the mirror. And she looks into the mirror. She doesn't seem to be quite seeing it. She's sort of zoning out, staring at it. But she doesn't do anything else right now. And it is the demon's turn.
Demon goes before? I feel like I missed a turn.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Woo, you're supposed to go. I skipped you. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You're between Skigu and Greg.
Okay. Woo Woo has very few tricks left in his book. Woo Woo will transform. Oh shit! All right, I'm gonna, as a bonus action, or as an action, I will use a 3rd level spell slot to cast the spell Bark Skin.
Okay.
So my AC is now 16.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will. Oh
Wait, that's a bonus action?
No, it's an action. And I thought, I was like, but with my wild shape, that I can't use my wild shape because I'm out of it. What I mean by that, instead of casting Bark Skin, what I really meant was I cast Polymorph on me, and I'm going to become a mammoth.
All right.
And this is the last trick in my book. So I will just become a big mammoth again. And can I be under Rumpelstiltskin so he comes on the mammoth back?
Sure.
Excellent. The mammoth is missing its tail. Missing its tiny little tail. Oh, actually, you know what? It's going to be missing its ears. That's weirder. So I'm a mammoth now. My AC is normal for a mammoth. And that's, I think, all I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
The demon strikes out at the mammoth. How smart are mammoths?
I use my intelligence, thank you very much, which is a 10.
All right, you hear in your mind just, I will rip you to shreds, as these scythes come streaking down. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Still a mammoth.
Second scythe. Oh, does a 14 hit?
Yeah.
All right, less damage.
Yeah. Still a mammoth. Still a mammoth.
And then the little arms.
Just
11?
You gotta make concentration too, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do the math to see like what I would be at, assuming I make all these concentrations. Is that an 11 on the third one?
Yeah.
Okay, the 11 would miss whether I'm a mammoth or woo-woo. They have the same armor class. And the 19 would hit either.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 7 more damage. And I've got to make 3 concentration checks. All right, they're all DC 10, right? No, one of them is a DC 11. So 11, 10, and 10. Mammoths have a +5 Constitution.
That's good.
I don't think I have any reason to have advantage on this, which is bad for me. So good luck, me. Nope.
Ugh.
All right, out of tricks.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, I will say it did buy me a turn of life.
Yeah, see, there you go. Rumple, it's your turn. You were on a mammoth, now you're off a mammoth, and there's a giant monster.
I will unleash my most powerful abilities that I am able to muster. I assume that bludgeoning damage will be good against this dumb mirror head. And I will catapult it 4th level at the mirror head of this mirror demon.
All right, it has to make a dex save. It's not like it's not proficient in those saves, so that's good for you guys.
Let's see. Hey!
Ooh, all right. Yeah, the mirror demon gets slammed by that, and you see like you whacks in the head, and you see cracks form all along the head. It looked like it was particularly effective.
Yay! Weak against bludgeoning. That's all I got. That's all I got.
I would have been really good at that.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Incredibly good.
The giant elk is staying. The giant elk and the deer are not doing anything because Snow White hasn't ordered them to do anything. Skigu.
What you got, Skigo?
Mirror, mirror before the queen. Show her what needs to be seen. And I want her to see that there's this. Well, my intention is that it'll show the demon manifesting and fighting against the other agents here. Queen, we're here to give you a happily ever after.
Interesting. Ow. Could you roll me an intelligence check to utilize this magic item? Alright. Didn't have to get high. So you see it flicker for a moment, like something's resisting you. And then the sort of mask appears, and then the mask fades, and you see the battle going on between your companions and the mirror demon. And your companions are looking a bit rough.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say something like Tinker's tools can work too. I have proficiency with those, so I could kind of mess around with the mirror and
okay.
tune it.
Well, actually, right now we're not looking rough at all.
Um,
I mean, we've taken 4 damage each. We're just about to
well,
both die.
kind of. We're spiritually looking rough.
We look defeated.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Woo Woo, it's your turn, I think. And she sees this and like she's sort of like blinking. She seems confused.
Okay. So one thing I can still do is I still can summon animals. So I would like to summon. Jesus Christ. Whole pile of apes. Can I summon a bunch of apes? Oh no, you know what? I'm gonna summon boars. Oh no, they're just slashing damage. Crap. Yeah, I'd like to summon apes.
Okay.
Giant goats.
Oh wait, can I do goats? Where are the goats? I didn't look at the goats. Giant goats are CR1 half? Yeah, let's go with giant goats. They charge, which is my entire shtick. So I'd like to summon 8, or how many CR1 halves do I get? 4?
4 giant goats.
Yeah, I'd like to summon 4 giant
I know
goats
this from my Yornan days.
with conjure animals. And I'd like to conjure them each 20 feet away from the mirror demon.
Okay.
And then I would like the giant goats to all charge. Meh.
Sure.
Absolutely
You
exploded.
will suffer my goats! Is what I say to the
Completely
demon.
broken.
Yeah, no, that's super balanced and finished. So I got 4 giant ghosts. They don't roll very well. They don't have a very good day. I mean, it's kind of +5 actually. Jeez. All right, so I'm gonna roll their 5 attacks. 1,
And then, if they hit with their charge.
2, 3, and 4. Well,
None of them hit.
yeah. There's the giant ghost for you.
Oh,
All right.
And then,
well,
shit. Ooh, I actually totally, utterly, just beyond reason screwed up there because I wanted to run away first. But I did not say that.
run away now.
Yeah, and provoke the attack of opportunity and lose my goats immediately.
Ah,
Yeah.
that is it's a bad look.
Yeah. But, you know, there's no other chance except for that, because otherwise he's got 4 attacks. I will lose concentration. I run from the mirror demon.
13.
Yep.
Okay, you take 19 damage.
All right. Now I look rough, guys. Now I look like I'm about to die.
Woof.
Let's see. Now what's that? A DC?
TDK.
It's possible. No. The goats are gone.
Bye-bye, goats.
Bye, goats.
The problem with
Alas, poor goats.
goats.
Hardly knew you. Greg!
I run as far as I can, crying.
All right. I emerge from the curtain. From where I'm positioned in the curtain, can I see what's going on in the mirror?
Yeah, you can see what's going on. You see Woo-Woo running, very bloody. You see Rumpelstiltskin looking up at this thing that's sort of looming over him.
Do
you
I
actually
think that
see, like, blood on the mirror?
Do I think that the mirror,
ripping down the inside of the mirror?
do I think that like, the
God.
mirror has sight on me?
The demon probably doesn't.
I'm gonna run in the mirror,
Okay.
and I say something to Snow White as I'm passing, like, "Can't you see what's happening to my friends? I must go save them."
Okay.
Jump in.
All right, you jump right in.
Um,
You
I
sort
say,
of
"Hey."
appear right behind the demon.
so I'm right behind it.
hmm
Okay.
Wait, you punch! You
Yeah,
can
I'm
be
gonna,
the hero we
technique.
need.
Against
I'm
our foe.
gonna punch it.
All right. Roll the punch.
Mitch, are you going to use your stunning strike?
That'll hit.
So that's 8 bludgeoning. I'm gonna spend a key point and try to make that a stunning strike.
Okay.
So it has to roll
that might
a
save us.
Constitution saving throw.
We shall see.
What's your DC?
It's 14.
Okay.
But I get to attack again. And as my bonus action, I get to attack again.
That unfortunately misses.
Damn.
All right. Anything else?
I say, don't worry, I'm here. My buddies.
All right. Snow White sort of stares at the mirror, and like you see her eyes are like sort of bloodshot, and that sort of fades, and she's like, "Oh, what happened? What's going on?" And she seems confused now. Skigu. But you think she might have snapped out of this thing's control. The demon whirls on Mitch.
No, Greg, no.
Great for me. Although I feel bad for.
No, terrible for you. We need Greg to kill them.
I have another second level catapult.
Fair enough.
I should have killed a deer before I came in here. I got some temp.
Well, you're convincing Snow White.
It is going to attack you with its scythe arms.
Seems kind of mean.
18 damage.
Wait, does a 28 hit?
And 22 for another 28 damage. How you looking?
I am up.
All right.
More than we could have said taking those hits.
Mirror Shard 1. 16.
Misses.
Ooh.
29.
That
So
hits.
7 damage.
This thing's plus a hit, isn't that crazy? It
I am
rolls
up.
really well.
Yeah, it's just rolling absurdly well.
Plus nine's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, it's
but
good,
It's not
but-
like.
All right, and it is Rumple's turn.
Rumple's running out of stuff to shoot this guy with, so he's just gonna reach into his bag and even have at this point. The straw that he took before that he's turned into gold, he's gonna use that.
Okay.
And that's actually, I'm sorry, that should have been at its second level, so let me just. I'll use the 9 burst damage, obviously, or I guess one because it's worse. Wasn't trying to cheat you.
Mhm. All right, so 11 damage. Yeah, 11 damage. So it makes a dex save, and that hits it.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus. And it like screeches out, like you all hear in your heads just the sound of glass shattering. Just Skigu.
So getting frigid. Actually, I can't talk to a Skigu. He's outside. Never mind.
Oh, didn't mean to cast that. Sorry, guys. Misclicked.
So Snow White's snapped out of this. She seems to realize that that there's a threat inside. I want to encourage her, and with just a point at the pointing at the mirror and with a stern, I want to confirm that we got to go in there.
She nods.
And so what I will do is I will I guess if you allow it for thematic purposes, I'll prepare a spell. When she moves into the mirror, I would like to cast Enlarge on her.
Oh, sure, okay.
Thought it was gonna be like, I have to spell magic and trap you in the mirror forever. Maddie's the evil one the whole time.
Haha, secret goal accomplished. Y'all are in the mirror.
Nanny.
I mean, what? Oh, what?
Woo woo, it's your turn.
Woo Woo looks at the now desiccated body of Greg.
I'm up.
I'm sorry, the hardly standing body of Greg.
Thank you.
and looks at himself, just bloody all over, and will throw himself at the feet of the demon. Please don't kill me! I'm just uncomfortable doing it out of your arms. I'm just trying to figure out how to find my friend. And I'm just going to use my grovel, cower, and beg feature, which will I use an action to grovel and cower pathetically, distracting nearby foes. Until the end of your next turn, your allies gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. So, yeah, I'm gonna spend my action to give everyone advantage if they want to attack, and then I will also go also healing word, and I will heal. How much health are you at, Mitch? 2. I will heal Rumpelstiltskin for 8.
Hey, thank you. Oh wait,
That's a
me?
second level cast.
But you're healing me?
Yeah.
He-
I mean, I assume you got more than 2 health, right?
I'm actually at 34. I'm
Out
actually
of?
pretty good. 38.
Yeah, I'm still healing you.
Okay.
Let's max you out so that there's a chance you stay up after a round. There's no amount of healing will keep Mitch up. Like, that I can do with a bonus action. Sorry, Mitch.
Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense.
Especially 8. But yeah, I will hopefully give Mitch advantage for one last round of explosive punches. That's all I got.
All right, well, Greg, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to hit him with my
You have
fist.
advantage because I'm cowering.
Yes, I do.
Pathetic.
That'll hit.
Gotta love those critical strikes.
That's 9. I'm going to spend a key point and try to make that into a stunning strike.
Nice.
Got to make a con saving throw. Bah.
He's very good at those.
Hmm.
Still worth it.
Gonna do some more punching.
Hit him again. Whoa.
What the fuck?
Growl, cover, and big. Very good.
Oh man, he's gotta be.
All right.
If
I'm
I'm going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
I think you could also make it a stunning strike, couldn't you?
Yeah,
Good.
If you wanted to burn the key.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do another stunning strike.
It's gotta fail someday.
I mean, if there was ever a time.
It does not have. Okay. I'm going to attack again.
That hits.
24.
So with your how describe to me your killing punch on this mirror demon.
Well, I like to think that I've like my first punch was kind of low,
Mm-hmm.
and then my second punch I kind of came up higher, and then my third punch I'm actually like in the air and punching in the face.
Okay. Yeah, you punch it right in the face, and its head just explodes, shatters everywhere, glass raining all around you. Woo woo, could you make me a dex saving throw?
Can I choose to fail?
Yeah.
I don't. I want to succeed. I roll a dexterity saving throw.
All right, you succeed. You don't take any damage.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, I had another. I punched it. I had another.
Oh yeah, you can punch again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You just it's destroyed. You obliterated. It is destroyed, removed from the mirror, and the world starts to feel like it's shrinking.
Well,
And
Right.
then you see an opening appear behind you all. So we're not quite out of initiative yet. Snow White, seeing the mirror demon destroyed, doesn't go in.
Well, I can still move, so I'm going to start running for that.
All right, yeah, it's about 60 feet away. So.
Ah.
All
All right. Well, I make it 45 feet.
Let me see. Is there anything she can do to help you all? Nope. No, none of this is very good for that. So she yells out some encouraging words like, run, run! And the mirror demon's dead. Rumple.
I don't have any spell slots. I was just about to say I was going to cast haste, and then I realized like I'm out of spell slots, so I will run twice.
Alright, so you are on the other side of the mirror demon from...
50 feet is what I have in me.
Oh, you're a gnome, right, okay. And you were on the other side of the... You were like 5 feet... You were 10 feet away from Mitch, so you were about 70 feet. Mitch was 60 feet. Where were you, Woo-Woo?
I was just next to
Woo was right at the
Yeah.
feet of the bearded.
I was wherever Woo-Woo was.
Alright, so you're both about 70 feet, okay.
Okay.
I thought Woo-Woo would run further, but I wasn't sure.
No.
Well, actually, maybe Woo had run away at some point.
I came back to cower.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Alright, Skigoo! Anything you can do to help your allies at all, or you're just gonna have, or are you forced to watch as they attempt to escape?
Nothing's chasing them, right?
Like the world is shrinking around them, so they might get trapped in there forever, but otherwise no.
Nothing's chasing us other than the sort of like crippling sense of being alive.
So, I mean, that's should just be,
Standard fare.
immune to that. It's,
Yeah,
a,
just like
it's
a
a
normal
daily
day,
thing,
you know.
so it's just, it's background noise, really, if you think about it. All right, I will turn to Snow White and destroy the mirror. We must destroy the mirror.
Oh no, you think if you destroy the mirror, you'll trap them in there, like, definitely.
We must destroy the mirror.
His words are unchanged.
Then okay, then I guess I'll beckon encouragingly.
Okay, that's what Snow White did. Yeah.
I'll aid Snow White in saying, "Oh, come over
on.
here."
All right. Woo-woo.
Okay. There's not a lot I can do here. All right, so where is everyone? Currently, I'm 70 feet from the exit.
Yeah, you're 70 feet.
And Rumpelstiltskin's now 20 feet because he ran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Mitch, what's your movement speed? 45 or something?
Mine's 45, yeah.
So Mitch is 25 feet away.
All right.
I thought I started out 60 feet away, so I'm only 15.
You're 15 feet away.
I will do the only thing I can do. I will run and dash after Rumpelstiltskin. At the end of my dash, I will take, using my charger feat, a bonus action to shove Rumpelstiltskin 5 feet further. Rumpelstiltskin, roll me an athletics or acrobatics check. I fail.
So we just see Woo try to headbutt.
Go run! What? Bonk.
All right. Greg, I mean, you get out. Like, you run out easy.
So I have 45. I have 45 feet of movement. How close are they to me?
They're like 5 feet behind you.
I turn around and try to grab them.
Okay, yeah, you pick them up and run out.
Oh. Wow, that was easy.
Greg, best party
That's
member.
what I'm good for.
And this, I mean, as far as you're aware, that opening closes.
Once we're out, I turn around and start punching the mirror.
Okay. You punch the mirror.
I drink my healing potion.
Yeah, I think you just destroy the mirror.
Then I think that's it. I think we did it. We are done. Yes.
That could have been useful still.
Well,
Oh God, I killed my
No
husband.
way, man.
Oh, we could have said you were
Mirror
bad
press.
news.
I kill it. Those are the rules.
that all checks out to me. Well, would you say that you are happy forever after?
Oh,
I don't know about that.
Oh wait, we need
Just come back with us to HQ. Someone will modify your memory. It'll be fine.
we need the massive gemstones that you stole from your dwarven friend.
Oh, well, Sneezy's also dead.
I apologize to inform you that your old friend Sneezy
Oh no. She What did that stop? She
Kind of fitting, actually.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, you're right. Let's
Oh no.
She's like, oh, I have to help everyone. I have to fix all the awful things I've done.
Well, something a little bit of light necromancy will fix. As long as you just dabble and don't go too deep into it, should be fine.
Yes, that would all be okay.
Okay.
I feel like we're...
Thank me.
Job well done.
Just keep in mind that I will be requiring some payment for this. We can discuss all of that later.
Okay, what do you
I like reach for my handbook again, and I'm like,
no.
It turns out the most useful thing I could do the whole time was just be a piteous little creature.
That actually did save us.
Oh,
Yes, actually,
all the
no.
dinosaurs and the mammoths, none of that really matters.
just being pitiful saved us.
Yeah,
Really
just being absolutely wretched.
I think I caught. Yeah, I hit on the advantage number on every single one of those.
I think the 17 hit, didn't it?
It would have, yeah.
Actually, 17
Yeah,
was-
so
Yeah,
you
but
would've-
I wouldn't have had to crit
those-
save.
did not
Those
hit
crits
me.
were a little bit important.
And there was one that would have just missed.
Skigu,
Oh.
Snow White turns to you and says, "Thank you for making me see the light."
Skigu doesn't say much.
No, Skigu does not say much.
Stoic silence.
Yep.
Mm.
And I think that's where we end. Is you rescued Snow White from the demon in the mirror, and then destroyed the mirror.
Ask for Snow White's hand in marriage.
That's
Let's
very
make- let's
forward,
make
but I
your
believe in love at
demographic
first
even more.
sight.
Oh wait, I don't recommend. I was going to take the firstborn child. So.
Oh, that's fine. We can't have kids.
Oh, that's will work out.
Yeah, he's
Actually,
mostly a wolf, remember?
You know,
The
I
end.
believe in sudden marriage proposals upon barely meeting someone. So sure, you
Actually,
saved me anyway.
that checks out. We
But
did
this has
it.
been great. But
By the
I
power
think,
vested
I
in
really
me
only
by-
joined the FEA to get some adventure, and I feel like I just had an adventure, and now I feel like I need to settle down again. You know?
I totally understand. By the power vested in me by nature, I don't know, go do what you want.
Thank you. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful ceremony.
It was.
Did the deer bow to me now? Am I their king now?
No. They should've-
Well, they should.
I feel like
is gonna-
I feel like Beauty.
You
All
like
right,
baby?
let's leave. I'm leaving.
Yeah, like Beauty and the Beast.
No, I get it.
Oh,
I know what she's
Yeah.
calling me. I know what she's
Yeah.
calling. Cool. Hey, nice.
This is a weird tie-in adventure. I feel like, just by the way, and this is just to Skigu and Rumpelstiltskin as we leave. I feel like, just by the way that Greg yelled at those deer, our next adventure is going to be coming and killing Greg.
It's a 50-50, I would
So
say.
very forward. I feel like the power has already gone to his head. It's been seconds. Seconds.
Well, I saw his
Oh, hey, I didn't see the Glabrezu icon you'd thrown up on the screen, Crowley. I figured that was a Glabrezu or something
Oh
horrifying.
yeah, I mean
similar.
it was a modified Glabrezu. Yeah.
It was ice for two big arms and little arm.
You're kind of a go-to formula. We did it! We lived!
Hey, thanks for running, Crowley.
I so wanted to kill Woo. Yeah, no problem.
You were very
You almost
close.
did.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you. I almost had to spend a spell slot in this session. So.
Ever the diplomat, which is
when
funny
you-
for someone so.
When you think about it, if you hadn't stopped Snow White, we would definitely be dead.
Oh no! I completely understand. This is a good learning lesson for all y'all out there. That just because you have infinite, cosmic power, I had 8 spell slots over 3 different levels I could have spent on things, and instead it was social interactions and firing a magical pistol a couple times.
I pull out my gun.
But don't forget, punching stuff is also important.
Very, very true. Being a rhinoceros, not very important, it seems. Man, this would have been so powerful, but it wasn't at all.
It was
Lol.
it was close. I see Sifu Storm in chat saying thanks for the game. Thank you guys for watching tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, Seafood Storm, what an excellent question. Do we ever do public games on Discord? Well, for all of you 34 beautiful people who are hanging out with us still this late in the evening, we do. Every Friday, Pete and I run a show called Pete and Jeremy's D&D Time here on this channel. It starts at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And all you need to do is go to our website, dndtime.stream. You can get a link there to our Discord, super easy. We run 3 1 to 1.5 hour adventures for our viewers. Our viewers are all the players. So we get 12 players in every Friday. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, you can learn all sorts of stuff about that on our website and on our Discord, which you should definitely join.
Yeah, there are signups on the website to have, and we'll tell you how to get involved in those Friday games. But
Absolutely.
we always guarantee that if you're a new player, we'll make sure you get in the first week you sign up so you can try it out and see if you have fun playing the games with us.
Unless we have an overwhelming number of new player signups, which is very rare.
That's also possible, but it doesn't happen often.
I want to just give another shout out. Thank you so much to holy moly, gotta scroll down for all these wonderful follows. Thank you, Total Party Chill, for the raid with 81 people.
That's a huge
That's
raid.
I imagine where many of you came from. Thank you.
I don't
yes,
think we've ever had a raid that big before. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a pretty big raid. It is 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, we play very, very rules light version. You know, people who have never played Dungeons and Dragons in any measure before have played with us. We also have folks who've been playing since 2nd edition. You know, who've been here basically as long as the game's been widely known. So it's a lot of fun. It's super easy. Come play some D&D with we. Also, thank you to Team Kai. Okay, apologies in advance if I mess up all your names. Team Kylan, Tigeron31, Mark CMG, Boba Fett LV, Kintori, Dagan Clark, Big Man 76. Thank you everybody for following. I'm glad that what we were showing tonight entertained you guys and that you were interested in maybe seeing some more in the future. And of course,
thank you guys all so much.
Maddie, thank you for resubscribing. We appreciate your love, of course, as well as always.
Subhype. Oh yeah, Subhype, says Maddie. Subhype.
Hey, pipe.
And also, Maddie, thank you so much for playing with us tonight and joining us. Maddie, would you like to tell people a little bit about your channel?
Yeah. Well, traditionally, I have to preface this because these are not traditional times right now. Traditionally, I run a D&D workshop where we'll make characters, we'll make maps, we'll do a lot of D&D 101 level stuff. A very nice, Bob Ross style approach where if you're new to D&D, you can hop aboard. Even if you're an old timer, maybe it gives you some new creative thought and energy on how to approach something. We practice what we preach on Tuesdays with an ongoing RP campaign with members of the community. It's been going on for a year and a half-ish, a little bit longer now, I think. And then Wednesday through Saturday, it's when we host our workshop. Though this week I might continue just because of the fact that I have a physical game store, as all of you out there as hobbyists might imagine, physical game stores are not deemed as essential. So after that original week of getting things shut down, wondering about what's going on, I took a week off, came back. We had a just chatting week where we would talk about whatever happens in life and at our game tables and D&D. We ended up making FLGS the movie, which is amazing. A lot of fun to talk about that. And this week, I don't know, maybe just a nice RP video game stream, because that's what I was supposed to do when the I'll keep it PG-13. I'll just say when the defecation hit the ventilation, and
Good round.
and the world started to burn around us here. So I still owe everyone a nice RP video game week, and y'all in the community wanted to see The Wolf Among Us. So speaking of a big bad wolf that we had playing in our RP here with us, our monk, I'll be doing that. And if you stop by, you can help me make decisions about where do we go in the story.
Yeah, and like Maddie had said, you can find him over at twitch.tv/MaddieMorgs. Awesome Dungeons and Dragons related and tangential in this coming a week content.
And you've got minis for sale too, right?
Oh yeah, also Maddie Morgs sells minis, which is beautiful.
Yeah, I do have some miniatures. As the store's not open, the store is over across my shoulder, and we do fun gotcha grab bag things. This week people have been winning boxes, this tavern map, all kinds of things as singles or as sealed product. And it's just a way that if you have a couple dollars and you want to throw it towards even getting some dragons and gigantes and all sorts of other fun stuff. It's a way that I can give back for you, and thanks for participating and being a part of the community. And of course, in this time too, with the store being closed, to allow me to still continue doing what I've been doing since 2006.
Yeah, a really awesome way to get some high quality figurines and support an awesome voice in our D&D community. Of course, the minis boxes are coming out, guys. Yep, it's a lot of fun. Just cracking the minis is a lot. It's very fulfilling just to and see what's inside.
Indeed. Indeed.
Another thank you, and thank you once again, Maddie, for joining us. We love having you here, and we love playing with you. And another thank you, Mitch. Thanks for joining us this evening. This is your first time playing with us on these Sunday games.
I loved Greg.
Yeah, Greg was very good.
Greg was a very
a lot of fun.
straight
Glad to participate. Appreciate the invite.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Greg, Mitch, streams with us sometimes on these Sunday games. Maybe again in the future, who knows? We do our Sunday one-shot adventures, which are always very goofy and fun in nature, or almost always. We do those once a month, the first Sunday of each month, so hot damn, you're lucky if you caught this one. And then other Sundays of the month, Pete and I run with the occasional Crowley joining us up there. Beyond the Pete. We do a workshop kind of stream called Fantasy Labs, where we talk about homebrew content, creating homebrew content, and looking at content that exists for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, and critically analyzing it in a way that helps both us to understand the game better, and any aspiring player or dungeon master to understand how 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons really works better. The best tool you can ever have when you're doing something creative like this is some understanding and some knowledge, right? When you're painting a figure, you have to know what you're doing to paint it and make it look good. The same way, the more you understand about the game, the more crazy stuff you can pull off in your own adventures and have it work out really cool.
So in the same way, if you're passionate about homebrew and you have cool homebrew ideas that you'd like to show people and have critique, we do that every Sunday as well. So on our Discord in the workshop and the completed works tabs, you can post stuff that you've put together, and we'll talk about it and analyze it, and discuss things like balance and how the mechanics work into the flavor of the item, and or whatever it is that you've put together, the subclass. We make our own stuff. We go run Arth Arcana. It's always a lot of fun.
And that starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. And then the first Sunday we do these one-shot adventures. And of course,
one last thing. I wanted to say one last thing, which was thank you so much to Crowley for running the adventure tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Crowley.
This was a lot of fun. This it felt a lot less chaotic. It felt a lot more cohesive than the Humpty Dumpty adventure I ran last time. I very much enjoyed it.
I liked both.
Good.
I'm not saying I didn't like the Humpty Dumpty adventure.
Yeah,
this is just very cohesive. Those are the ravings of a madman.
Well,
yeah, I forgot about how weird that adventure was until I really thought about it.
It was wild. But yeah, also, thank you guys, each and every one of you, for hanging out in the chat, for chatting along, for giving us your thoughts, for watching, and for enjoying Dungeons and Dragons. We all love this hobby, and you loving this hobby means more people like the hobby. And the more you tell about the hobby, the more people get into it, the more awesome stuff comes out for it, and the bigger and more and richer it grows. So thanks all for stopping by tonight, supporting us, and for supporting Dungeons and Dragons just as a whole.
I like the squish DnDTime emote from Raz651. Pretty good. I couldn't agree more. Thank you all so much for spending the night with us, and watch as we told the story. See you all again on Friday, hopefully. And that's all we got for now.
All right, with that, he's Crowley.
I'm Crowley.
He is Crowley.
He's Crowley.
That's
Pete
Pete.
and Crowley's D&D time.
Mitch, you're supposed to say he's Crowley.
He's Crowley.
Pete.
And this was Once Upon a D&D Time. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.